besties, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, hello, welcome. My name is Liv and I am so happy you are here today. We do weekly readings every single week here on this channel, so if you like what you see, definitely be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to join our family and get notified when new videos post every single week for you. And if you are returning, hello bestie, I love you and I'm so happy you are here. For today's video, we are tuning into a timeless message from Spirit, tuning in specifically to our angels for this video. I'm actually going to do a little bit of book divination towards the end of our reading to see if there's a specific angel that wants to work with you, but this could just be guidance in general. So we're really just tuning into guidance from our guides, and then for the emphasis of angels on this reading specifically, okay? So this could be career, this could be love, this could be finances, this could be home life, this could be health. I have no idea what Spirit is going to unfold for us here today. So really whatever questions you have, just kind of tune into that energy. This is a general guidance energy from your angels, from your guides to you. If you do not have any specific angels that you work with, that is totally okay. You can just tune into the energy of your spiritual team or your spiritual guides for this reading. Before we go ahead and get into it, I wanted to remind y'all that I do have a Patreon, which is Liv's Light. Over on my Patreon, you're going to get early access to all the content you see here. You're also going to get a monthly vlog every single month on the 10th of the month, and you're also going to get bonus content over there as well, like energy readings. What did I just do? I just did a script with me video, things like that are just kind of like fun bonus spiritual content. So if you like any of those ideas, definitely be sure to head over to my Patreon and check it out. And I also wanted to remind you that I do offer private readings at www.marinastarot.com. My reading format is very similar to what you see here. So it is going to be a recorded video that is sent to you via email. That's pretty much just like how I do my YouTube videos, except 100% customized for you and your questions, and you can watch it as many times as you want. So if you want to get a private reading from me, definitely check out my website. I'll also leave the link in my description as well as in my pinned comments. I also do pendulum questions, cord cutting, candle intentions. It's a good time over there, so definitely check it out if you are interested. All right. But for you today, we have 3 different piles, and I was really tuning into the angel numbers for the pile pick. So as you may know, we don't actually have any crystals laying out here in front of the piles today because I was called to use the colors, and we're actually going to tune into the chakras associated with the colors. I've done this a few times on my channel, and y'all really like it. Full disclosure before we hop into it, your girl is not a numerological queen, okay? And I'm also not a chakra queen, meaning that I don't know a ton of information about either of those topics, but I'm willing and love to learn. So we're going to be reading books on this. We're going to be looking up to things about the angel numbers and all that good jazz. All right, so it's going to be a learning, interactive experience, if you will. So for pile number 1, wait, before I get into that, if you are new to pick a cards, you can pick in a plethora of ways. You can pick based off the angel numbers you see here. You can pick based off of the pile numbers 1, 2, or 3, or you can listen to the entire reading and then just pick apart parts that work for you and combine it to make your own super reading. Basically, what I want to get across here is that you cannot pick wrong, all right? If you hear something in my reading that doesn't resonate with you, take it and throw it away. No freaking worries, okay? It's not going to be for everybody, so definitely take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But I just want you to know that you cannot pick wrong. I actually recommend taking a few deep grounding breaths, and then during the meditation portion, I just kind of recommend asking your guides to show you which pile to pick and then let them lead the way. All right, so the first pile we have here today is angel number 1111 or 1111 with the green chakra here. Pile number 2 is angel number 777 with the blue chakra, and then pile number 3 is angel number 222 with the yellow chakra. All right, so we're going to tune into all of these. Is there a yellow chakra? Okay, yes. All right, I literally just did not know. This is the book we're going to be using to learn about our chakras. It's called The Key to Chakras, From Root to Crown, and we're just going to tune into all these as well, but that'll come in a minute. All right, so I'm going to give you some time with some meditation music to chill out, vibe out, and pick your pile and call in your angels, call in your team, call in your guides, and ask them, Spirit, which message am I meant to hear today? And I will see you cuties for your pile pick. right, before we go ahead and get into the card pulls, we are going to be looking at both the angel number as well as the chakra, which is associated to the color here. As I told y'all, I am not an expert in either of these topics, which is why we're going to learn together. We love to see it, all right? And I'm actually being called to read the angel number first, so I have my iPad out here, all right? And I use I use Joanne's Sacred Scribes, and I think her thing is called Sacred Scribes Angel Numbers .blogspot.com if you are wanting to know who I use, all right? Angel number 1111. Number 1111 is made up of the powerful influences of the number 1, amplified and magnified by 4. My throat is like already scratchy. Number 1 resonates with the vibrations and attributes of new beginnings and starting afresh, independence and individuality, initiative and assertiveness, ambition, motivation, success, leadership, courage, strength, creation and creativity, self-reliance, tenacity, attainment, happiness, fulfillment, innovation, self-development, and oneness with life. This reminds us that we create our own realities with our thoughts, beliefs, intentions, and actions. Seeing the repeating number 1 sequence, 1111-111, is most often the first week sequence that appears to many people. Once this is acknowledged, the number sequences start to change, and other combinations along with new messages, life experiences, direction, opportunities start to surface. A lot of people associate 1111 with a wake-up call or an awakening code. It can also be seen as the key to unlock the subconscious mind, reminding us that we are all spiritual beings having a physical experience rather than physical beings embarking on spiritual experiences. Upon noticing a frequency of 1111s appearing repeatedly, you may begin to see an increase in synchronicities and unlikely and miraculous coincidences appearing in your life. At a time when you're about to go through a major spiritual awakening, 1111 may appear in your physical reality to signal the upcoming changes and shifts. An 1111 appearing, when this happens, take notice of the thoughts you had right at that moment, as 1111 indicates that your thoughts and beliefs are aligned with your own personal truths. This signifies that an energetic gateway is being opened for you, and this will rapidly manifest your thoughts into reality. The message here is to choose your thoughts wisely, ensuring that they match your true desires. Do not put your energy into focusing on fears, as you may manifest them into your life. This is a message from your angels to be very aware of your persistent thoughts and ideas, as these are manifesting quickly into your reality. And then it just kind of repeated what I just already said. Okay, so pile number 1, y'all lie heavy in the thoughts, okay? Not saying that there aren't other, energies active here as well, but Spirit is really telling you, specifically your angels, are really telling you to be aware of the thoughts that you are having. If you've been feeling a lot of fear lately, a lot of fear energy, that is still normal. I'm not coming on here and telling you, oh, never feel fear again. Everything is totally fine, even if everything sucks, and I'm just telling you to act like everything's fine when it's not. It's more about those persisting thoughts. If you constantly have a thought every single day, I'm so poor, I'm 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 poor, and it is like constantly affecting every single thing you do in your life, and you're like constantly thinking about it, perseverating on it, obsessing about it, all of that, Spirit is saying that that's really going to affect the energies in your life right now. So I'm not saying to be like, maybe you're really struggling financially and just be like, everything's fine, I'm a billionaire, but it's more of like when you start to think about those persistent negative thoughts, if you can stop yourself in the moment and just think about one thing in your life you're grateful for, whether it's the fact that somehow you have the ability to watch this video, whether it's the fact that maybe you had food to eat tonight, or maybe it's the fact that you have a place to sleep, the fact that you are existing, whatever it looks like for you, the fact that you got to see an animal today that made you really, really happy and made you smile, the fact that you have somebody in your life you love, like whichever resonates with you, whatever fits into your life, everyone's going to be different, obviously, all right, but whatever it looks like for you, every time those persistent negative thoughts come in, just counteracting them with a positive gratitude, and really, really understand that that's going to shift your life in major ways, because major ways, any of my How I Met Your Mother fans are right, because Spirit is saying that you are someone who your thoughts really do affect your reality. And again, I want to be clear when saying that I am no way, shape, or form saying not to have a bad thought or a bad feeling or a bad day. I don't believe in that. I think it's really normal and natural to have our unhappy emotions, our anger, our sadness, our anxiety, our fears. and to let them be and to let them rise. But Spirit is just encouraging you, if you can, not to perseverate and be persistent on those negative thoughts, because they really, really, really will manifest into your reality, even more so than they may already be. So next we're going to tune into these chakras. They're also saying with that powerful number that you are definitely somebody in pile number 1 who is about to go through a big new awakening in your life. Whatever it may look like for you, there is an energy of growth, there is an energy of change, and it is so freaking exciting. And Spirit is saying you are ready to welcome in the new change in your life. You are ready to welcome in the new energy of maybe you're starting a new job, maybe you just moved to a new home, maybe you just met a new friend, maybe you just met a new romantic partner. Like whatever it looked like for you, Spirit is saying that this new change you decided to make, this new thing you decided to embark on was for the right decision. It was the right choice, and they want to encourage you along your journey. So y'all got the heart chakra. Ooh, I love the heart chakra. If you are wanting to work with a specific angel, Archangel Raphael has helped me with my heart chakra a lot, because he's a very healing energy. He's a very healing angel. So definitely one to look into if you're looking for a archangel. So the heart chakra is associated with the color green. All right, let's see what we are talking about today. Your heart chakra is located in the center of your chest, and it governs your heart, lungs, and diaphragm, as well as your arms and hands. It's green and is associated with the air element, which makes sense because we just got 1111, which is all about our thoughts. Thoughts represent the element of air, and your sense of touch. Not surprisingly, your heart chakra relates to compassion, gratitude, forgiveness, healing, and love. The main focus here is love and connection. Your basic need here is to love and connect. Your basic right is to love and be loved. Some very positive qualities of the heart chakra are love, trust, gratitude, forgiveness, compassion, kindness, healing, and equanimity. Some signs about having an underactive heart chakra could be heart or breathing issues like asthma, me, sleep apnea, immune disorders, me, underactive thymus, emphysema, colds or pneumonia, or lonely or antisocial. Overactive heart chakras can show themselves in always putting others first, people pleasing, breast or lung cancer, or allergies. A lot of healing methods can be hugs, emotional freedom techniques, breath works, ho'oponopono, or Reiki. All right, ho'oponopono is such a powerful and easy to access practice you can do. I did it like forever ago on YouTube, and I highly recommend it. It's just ho'oponopono means like it. Actually, I don't want to butcher it. I don't want to tell you incorrectly, but it is this beautiful ancient technique from the people of the islands, and it is like, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I thank you, and I love you. And you can say that in the perspective of yourself to somebody else, or of yourself like to yourself, and it's very, very powerful. Reiki is also a very powerful skill. Y'all know I'm a Reiki 1, and I love Reiki, and I think it's very powerful, especially like I mostly like to do Reiki on myself, and I for some reason I feel like we're going to be more self-focused with you, and I think that's a very interesting thing to think about. I feel like for you, pile number 1, even though we haven't really pulled any cards yet, just based on the angel number and the chakra coordination here, I really do feel like maybe y'all have just gone through a big life change recently, or maybe you're wanting to go through a life change again. And I want, and Olivia, finish your sentence, queen. I want to specify when I say that big life change is going to look different for everybody. For some people, a big life change is moving homes, moving towns, starting a new job, leaving a job that did not serve them. And for some people, a big life change is getting out of bed today and putting clothes on. For some people, a big life change is brushing their teeth for the first time in a while when they finally had the strength to do so. Like, I just want you to know that your life change, however big or grand it is to you, is just as valid as somebody's whose may seem a little smaller to you. So not to put shame or any kind of like downplaying on other people's achievements and other people's goals as well, because everyone's goals are powerful to them. So if you've gone through any kind of life change lately that feels big to you, Spirit is encouraging you that you made the right decision. You are on the right path, and they want to continue to encourage you on this way. I do feel like if you made a decision to like move or like leave a job and start a new one, I feel like whatever transitional period this may have kind of stirred up for you, there's going to be a lot of learning through here, spiritual growth, spiritual development, spiritual knowledge that's going to be given through you through this change, because now it's like Spirit was saying, you needed to do this. It was known you needed to do this. And now that you've done it, we can really focus on the healing, and we can really focus on, learning new energies, learning new items, learning new spiritual codes. And it's just so freaking cool. So I know I'm just rambling right now, and that's because I literally haven't pulled any cards. I'm just going based off of energy. But yeah, so pile number 1, we got 1111. So let's go ahead and tune into your reading here. I did pull this one energy card, but we're actually going to go ahead and start with the tarot today. I did already pre-pull all the cards, so let's go ahead and see what you got. Holy moly, did I really pull this many cards for y'all? Woo! Pile number 1. Y'all are thick with a CC, okay? Not saying you are thick, my love. I'm saying you're this is like 1/3 of the deck, it feels like. It caught me off guard. All right, let's go ahead and see. The first card we got here is Princess of Cups. We also got the King of Cups energy, all making a lot of sense with the heart chakra, which is very emotional centered. We also got the Knight of Pentacles, the 5 of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles. We have got the Queen of Wands over here, the Star, and then the last card we got for the tarot is the Hierophant. I'm going to kind of readjust this, make it more even, and I'll be right back. All right, so starting right off the bat with the Princess and the King of Cups here, this to me is very symbolic because like I was saying with even your color of the green and the heart chakra, I want to put this somewhere where you can see it better, but even with the color green and it being the heart chakra, and then with 1111 and all that change and progression we were talking about here, I really do feel like this change you decided to go on, if you've already gone on it or if it's one you're kind of thinking about making, again, however big or small it seems to you, that this change is going to bring almost like spiritual maturity and emotional maturity, because we have the Princess of Cups paired directly next to the King of Cups, and that to me is like a lot of emotional maturity growth in that moment, especially with everything we got from the heart chakra reading where we're talking about tuning into love, tuning into forgiveness, tuning into knowing those things about ourselves. I really feel like there's going to be a lot of self-development that comes through this change that you're making or have made in your life, because the Princess of Cups is awesome. They are young, they are youthful, they are excited, they are energetic, and it doesn't have to be young, but like young at heart energy, maybe even a little bit naive energy. And then the King of Cups is like emotional stability, emotional maturity, the ability to love and care and feel your emotions without letting them kind of overpower you. And I feel like this is showing such powerful growth for you here. And so if you do feel like right now you're in more of this like Princess of Cups energy where you're feeling just a little bit more floaty, a little bit less secure, a little bit less grounded, I do feel like there's a grounded, strong, comforting energy that is coming your way. And if you've already made this choice, maybe you moved homes, maybe you switched jobs or career paths, maybe this has been something you did a while ago, but you haven't really been feeling stable in your life, I really do see emotional stability kind of coming your way very, very soon. Another message I am getting here, since we did get the heart chakra energy of healing, releasing, and forgiving, with the King of Cups and the Princess of Cups, there might be a maternal or paternal energy in your life, specifically paternal with the King of Cups energy, and maybe you are more of a childlike figure to this person, that maybe there is just like a need of forgiving or releasing something with that energy. Maybe you felt like they were emotionally unavailable to you. Maybe you felt like growing up they just weren't able to give to you in the ways that you hoped. Maybe you felt like they weren't able to provide for you, not like maybe they were able to provide for you financially and you were fine, but maybe you just wanted them to be proud of you. Maybe you just wanted them to give you a hug, wanted them to say, hey, you're doing awesome. Like, I am so proud of you. I'm getting Robin Scherbatsky vibes. I have been watching a ton of the show How I Met Your Mother lately, just because I've been recently like binge watching it again. But I'm even getting like Robin Scherbatsky vibes, where all she wants in life is for her father to like love her and emotionally be there for her and have his approval, and it's not there, right? So that might be something that you need to release right now as well, and Spirit is kind of pointing your eyes towards that. If you feel like you're always kind of having to nurture yourself, care for yourself, just like be your own paternal figure, I understand that, and Spirit is saying let yourself feel the emotions, let them rise, the feelings of disappointment, the feelings of heartbreak, the feelings of frustration, the feelings of why didn't you show up for me? Why weren't you there for me? Why are you there for somebody else? Like all of that energy, allow it to rise and allow it to flow through, because when we are dealing with heart chakra blockages, I'm only speaking about this because this one your girl does know about because I've been going through it. When we have heart chakra blockages, it affects the rest of our life. Like it really affects the way you allow others to love you. It affects the way you allow yourself to receive love. It affects how much you feel. Like it really truly does. And there goes my throat chakra too. Okay, so this might be hard for you. This might be like energy that's kind of resisting to come up, but Spirit is saying you're allowed to release this, because this energy of feeling resentment, frustration, anger is not saying it's unwarranted, but it's just saying it's not serving you. And so it's time to kind of push through that and breathe through those emotions and let them feel and let them go, because you're ready to move past that. You're ready to understand that regardless of how they treated you, it was in no way, shape, or form an actual true reflection of who you are, and that they were just going through their own thing and they were projecting it onto you. Not saying it was okay, not saying it was understandable, not saying it was excusable, but just saying that you do not deserve to hold on to all this resentment, because it's just harming you and it's not helping. So Spirit might be wanting you to push through that as well here. And again, that still leads to emotional maturity throughout that process. And then we have some interesting messages over here with the Pentacles. We have a couple of Pentacles lined up. So you may have been kind of wondering about financial energies when you were tuning into this reading. Maybe you were someone who was just kind of wanting to tune into the energy of financial questions, financial security, anything like that, because we have the Nine of Pentacles here, the Four of Pentacles here, and then right in the middle we have the Five of Pentacles. Both the Knight and the Four show a lot of like financial stability, financial maturity, financial abundance, feeling like there is just opportunities coming your way, jobs coming your way, money just kind of pours into you. And then smack dab in the middle of that we have our fear of loss, and that's really showing up here. And again, I want to go back to redirecting you to number 111 or 1111, telling you that your thoughts truly do create your reality. So if you've been feeling this Five of Pentacles energy, fear of loss, fear of money, feeling like, oh my gosh, how am I going to pay for my bills? Again, not saying that these fears are unprecedented or that they are unwarranted, but if you're constantly thinking about that, it's going to attract more of this loss energy into your life. And Spirit is actually saying there are opportunities here for you on the sides that you're just kind of not able to see right now. Maybe because you've gone through a lot of money trauma, maybe because you have struggled lately. It's hard to even think about how to find that abundance again. But Spirit is saying there are opportunities coming your way soon. Maybe even in the next month is something I'm hearing. Maybe new job opportunities. Maybe someone just being like, hey, are you wanting to work a couple extra weeks and I'll pay you some money? Or someone saying, hey, I see how hard you're working. Here's a bonus. Here's a raise. Here's $500. Like whatever it looks like for you, just be open to receiving that abundance. And again, every time you have that negative thought of fear, worry, fear of losing money, fear of not having money, fear of never getting money, replace it with something that you are grateful for. And if it's hard for you to think about money and that energy, go back to what I was saying earlier. Maybe you're grateful for the water you can drink or the food you have to eat, whatever it is that you can possibly find to be grateful for, because Spirit is saying right now, and I know this is going to piss some people off, and honestly, it's a hard message to deliver. I feel myself getting anxious about it. So if that is you, just remember, if you don't like what I say, you do not have to take it. I promise it is okay. You can take it and throw it away. But Spirit is really wanting you right now to understand that your thoughts heavily control your reality. Especially for your pile. Everyone's thoughts control their reality, but you might be, if you know like human design types, y'all might be manifestors, okay? Because those thoughts, those things you're thinking up there in your think tank, they are manifesting into your reality. And so it's really important to, yes, let yourself feel your emotions and let them flow, but not to be perseverating on them, okay? It's allowing yourself to feel your emotions, and then once you feel them, let them release. And if they still come back up again, that's okay, but when those perseverating thoughts come, replace them with something you are grateful for. Because the Knight of Pentacles is like new opportunities for money coming in, new ideas for money coming in, new ways of learning, growing, pursuing things that are really like helping you make more abundance. And then the Four of Pentacles is literally the card of financial stability. So seeing that paired with the Five of Pentacles is showing me that there's two sides of this coin here, and it really and truly depends on our thoughts, because our thoughts are affecting our energy. So again, take what resonates and leave what doesn't, but I really do feel like Spirit is wanting you to kind of think about right now, if you are in that lack mindset, how is everything that's going on right now, the loss that I've gone through, the struggles that I've been through, the energies that have pushed me to where I am today, how has any of this taught me something? Has there been anything I've learned from this situation? Because right now your angels are saying, we are trying to show you that this is happening for you, not to you. And in the moment, that's a B, okay? It is so hard to see. I have honestly had like a really rough 2020, so I can understand so deeply. And it was hard for me to see in the moment how anything that was going on was possibly happening for for me, when it all felt like a very personal attack to me. But Spirit is saying this is not anything to happen to you. It's happening for you. There are lessons to be learned. There are things that you can develop here. There are ways you can learn to grow and adjust and shift in this current situation. So kind of looking forward and looking to those things. You also got the Queen of Wands here showing you that it is time to really focus on your own self-care right now, especially with the star being paired here. You might be someone that's being called to kind of pursue creative endeavors, creative hobbies. If you have an idea, listen to it and let it flourish. But if you're not wanting to use your creative endeavors as a way of making money necessarily, just use them as an outlet of, you know, self-expression, freedom, allowing yourself to feel, working through your emotions, definitely tuning into your creative and free abilities here. The star is also all about healing, and we got the heart chakra, so you might be definitely tuning into the energy of healing in this time. And I just feel this energy of like, you've been going through it and maybe it feels like no one understands you or no one hears you, but Spirit is saying, your angels are saying, I hear you. I hear you and I'm here for you. And right now with this major here with the star and the Hierophant, they are saying you are growing and we see you and we are so proud of you. And if you can't see it now why this is happening for you, you're going to see it very, very soon from a hindsight point of view. And it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be magnetizing. You're going to be like, dang, that freaking sucked while I was in it, but I'm so happy I can see it from the outside point of view. Literally a star in the sky is able to see so much down here on earth. And that's honestly the visualization I'm getting from you right now. Everything that's going on in your world seems so permanent. It seems so like right now, and it just sucks. And I understand that it might be hard right now, and maybe it doesn't suck. Maybe this is for one person, but Spirit is saying very, very soon you're gonna be able to kind of zoom back from the perspective, literally going on Google Maps and just zooming all the way out and understanding the whole picture, seeing how this was really and truly catering towards where you needed to be in this current moment. With the Hierophant here, especially with that Queen of Wands energy, if you are interested in pursuing a creative art as a way of making money, there might be a little bit of additional education that goes into that, especially if you're wanting to do a spiritual practice, going back with your heart chakra, if you're wanting to be a Reiki teacher, if you're wanting to be a spiritual guide, if you're wanting to be a tarot reader, if you're wanting to do any kind of divination practice or like life coaching or spiritual business, there might just be some additional courses to kind of look into right now. Not saying in any way, shape, or form you have to go back to college or you have to go back to school, but like doing, you know, research on YouTube, looking up videos, looking up ways of how to like further educate your mind. And especially if you're wanting to do any kind of creative project, something that works with your own self and your own self-expression, don't be afraid to learn and try new things. Like today, we're learning about the chakras, okay? Absolutely beautiful, something exciting to learn, and be open and okay to learning. I think a lot of times it can be really scary to learn because we can feel as humans that if we don't know all the answers, then we're a failure. But that's not true in any way, shape, or form. You are not a failure if you need to learn. You're not a failure if you need to kind of expand your knowledge to learn how to do something better. If you don't know everything, then that means you have so much more to grow. All right, so just kind of thinking about it that way instead. The next cards I pulled for you are some Sacred Geometry of Relationships Oracle cards here. The first card you got is Divine Masculine. The frequency of the Divine Masculine supports our active, focused, and strong side, facilitating our capacity to transform our dreams into form, period. Okay, period. This is so loud. Even the colors, like, this is very synchronistic to me. I feel like these green and blues are just like, they're there. They are loud. They are prominent. Okay. And you also got the number 17 here, which does make the number 8. I didn't even notice. Okay. Yeah, we just got 4 and 5. We got a lot of suit cards here as well as majors. But with this Divine Masculine energy popping up and showing out, it is definitely saying there's a need of balance right now, because you got the Cups and then you got the Pentacles. Cups are very emotionally grounded. Pentacles are very like physically grounded in this earth. And there's just a very healthy and happy balance that comes to the both of them. And that is when you're able to really bring your dreams into reality. And right now it can feel hard because you're like, Liv, you're over here telling me that my thoughts are creating my reality, which they are to an extent, definitely. But it's also saying that your positive thoughts can also affect your reality. Your positive thoughts are very much going to affect your reality. If every time you think about how much you're losing, if you replace that with the gratitude for what you have, your life will start to transform. It will start to turn around. It will start to show you in positive ways the things that you do have, and it's going to be beautiful. This is your strength. This is your grounded. This is your rooted energy. And when you find that balance between the beautiful feminine energy of the Cups and the strong masculine energy of the Pentacles, it really creates this beautiful harmony inside of you that makes all of your dreams turn into reality like that. So spirit might be calling you to do some divine masculine or maybe even divine masculine, divine feminine meditations. I also am getting this message, especially here with the King of Cups. If you do have any kind of like parental or male or those who identify as male trauma in this world, this is something that needs to be healed as well. If you are someone, and to be fully honest with you, I struggled with this for a really long time, and I think I'm just now finally getting better. But I was someone that struggled for a long time with just really not liking men, and that's not to upset anybody that's listening to this. It's just to be like super honest with you that it was really hard for me to like men, not even like in a romantic way, but just as men, because I had so much trauma and I projected that onto all the other men in the world even, and that's not actually fair to do either. So if you are someone that has a lot of trauma with the male physicality, or with someone who identifies as a male in this three-dimensional world, there might just be some energy there to heal. Not saying you have to forgive that person, but just forgiving the gender. And that's just a really loud message, and that could be a very specific message for one or maybe two or three people. But if it doesn't resonate with you, definitely don't take that. But I am just tuning into the energy of healing the divine masculine, working with the divine masculine, because I think a lot of times in society we have very overactive masculine energies, meaning that we have to feel like we have to work like crazy hours every single week. We have to go. If we take a break, we're lazy, we aren't worthy, all that kind of energy. And that's like an overactive masculine energy. But when you actually have a very healthy masculine energy, it is just as valuable as the divine feminine, because it helps you go to work, it helps you get things done, it helps you stay active, it helps you stay productive, it helps bring those things into reality, it helps you feel like grounded. It's actually a very beautiful and powerful energy. It just needs to be balanced. You know what I'm saying? The next card you got is number 36, sensuality, equaling the number 9 here. The frequency of sensuality reminds us that as spirits in human bodies, this is so funny because what was that thing that Joanne said on Joanne's Sacred Scribes? We are spirits having a human experience, not the other way around, okay? We are spirits in human bodies. We are sensual beings experiencing joy and pleasure from the physical world through our senses. Okay, so again, finding that balance, finding that harmony. You might be someone that's really called to tune into all of your senses lately, especially with the heart chakra, even talking about the sense of hugs and the sense of touch. I don't know why I'm saying the sense of, but like touching, hugging, getting in contact with people. If you have somebody in your life that makes you feel like you can really tune into your sensuality, spending more time with them, definitely going in with that Queen of Wands energy, matching those color coordinates there, definitely going in with that feminine and healing energy, and just once again finding the balance. The divine masculine and the sensuality do not have to be opposites. They do not have to be what's it called, like they do not have to be broken up. They can be together. They can be working together. You can be in your divine masculine energy and still feel sensual, still tune into that. You don't have to block out one to have the other. And Spirit really wants you to know that in this moment, tuning into who you always are and tuning into who you always have been. And a loud message I'm getting for you as well is understanding that you are deserving of pleasure. I'm not trying to be weird or make it like PG-13 here or anything, but pleasure in whatever way it looks like to you. If you want to like eat really decadent foods every once in a while, like you are deserving of that kind of pleasure. If you want to watch a movie that makes you so happy, but you feel like it's a waste of time, you are deserving of that pleasure. If you like taking bubble baths, but you're like, that's just a waste of water, I'll just, take a shower, you are deserving of that luxury. You're deserving of that sensuality. And Spirit really wants you to know that in this moment. The last card, period. Okay, you got divine feminine. Absolutely. Number 16, equaling the number 7. The frequency of the divine feminine supports our soft, receptive, and nurturing side, facilitating our intuition and intrinsic understanding of our connection to the cosmos. There is a loud message of balance here for you, pile number 1. This is such a beautiful visualization because it is showing here that you can have both, and you can have both of them at the same time. They do not have to be broken up. They are allowed to work together. They are allowed to work in harmony. Divine masculine and divine feminine, yin and yang energy, they work together. They are equal parts of the opposites. You know what I'm saying? And so really tuning into the energy of letting yourself tap into that masculine energy when you need to. If you need to get a project done, tuning into the masculine energy. And then as soon as you leave work or as soon as you're done doing what you're doing, clocking out of that masculine energy and tuning into your feminine, letting yourself feel sensual, letting yourself feel who you always wanted to be, letting yourself tune into the energy of being feminine. And again, divine feminine and divine masculine reside in all of us, regardless of our sexual orientation or those who we identify as. Like, it doesn't matter in that sense. We all have it. Every single physical body on this vessel has divine feminine and masculine energy. So just tuning into what those energies truly mean and what they represent. And spirit is definitely saying, especially with that financial energy, because finances go more towards the divine masculine energy. And if you're feeling a lot of fear, if you're feeling a lot of energy, try working with both the divine feminine and the divine masculine to bring peace of abundance and a peace of mind around money into your life. All right, feeling your emotions, letting yourself feel with the feminine, and then bringing about your practicality with the masculine and being like, you know what, I create my dreams into reality. My mind is what creates my dreams into my reality. So I'm going to work with those two energies together and become a freaking powerhouse. Pile number 1, y'all are powerful. I know that your reading is kind of dense and heavy. It's because you guys have so much growth you are going through right now. And I feel like it's so powerful and so beautiful, but that's not always like the most fun thing to see. But to me it is, because I just see you growing and evolving and becoming this so well-rounded individual. And it's just gorgeous. Like, I love it for you. I know it might not be the most fun energy to receive, but I love that for you. The last cards we're using today are the Work Your Light Oracle. The first card you got is Align Your Life. Bang, bang, period. Okay, what is not aligned or needs to change? This could, I mean, come on now. This could definitely be relating to the divine feminine / divine masculine energy. Absolutely, fruitly, it could be. Okay, but what is not aligned in your life or what needs to change? You are already going through this change. You are already pushing through this change. I already get this energy that you're already doing it. So understanding that, again, this was the right choice. This was the right decision. It can kind of feel like things are split up right now or jagged or out of place, and that's because you're pushing yourself to grow, and that when you grow you have growing pains, and it's not always the most comfortable. But spirit is really calling you to get into alignment right now. Tune into both the masculine and the feminine and bring those into harmony. Get into alignment with your financial worries and your financial fears. If you're someone that has financial trauma, releasing your parents' mistakes, releasing people's mistakes you've seen around you, accepting that those are not yours, that is not your energy to bring upon you. There is an energy of understand that you are deserving, again, going back to that energy of you are deserving of financial stability, you are deserving of financial calmness, you are deserving of just financial freedom, and that's a loud message I get to tell you here, okay? The next card you got is Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So this may even be, especially with the financial burdens or the financial fears, this may be something that goes back even past or beyond this life. This could be something that has been affecting you since before you even incarnated onto this earth, and it may have been a lesson you chose to learn, and that is so hard, all right? Because when we chose these lessons that we wanted to learn in this lifetime, it's not fun in this lifetime. It is not the vibe. It is not a hoot or a holler. And so sometimes that can be really hard and really hard to go through. But understand right now that you're going through this so that you can release. And even if you are somebody, visualization message here, if you are somebody that struggles with tuning into your sensuality, if you are somebody that struggles being vulnerable with others, if you are somebody that struggles allowing yourself to feel pleasure, that is something that needs to be released, because that role really goes back to believing our worth. And this goes back to saying, I am deserving of feeling sensual. I am deserving of feeling pleasure. I am deserving of engaging in pleasure in whatever way that looks like for me, good of all, harm to none. I am deserving and enjoying those aspects of my life. I do not have to let these past traumas, whether it's from this life or another, affect me anymore. I am free and I'm allowed to be. And you might be going through the energy right now of releasing, of doing the cord cuttings, of releasing the soul patterns, of addressing those past life energies. And that's a really hard place to be in. So if you're in that space right now, Spirit, your angels, your guides are saying, we're here for you, we love you, but they want you to keep going. They want you to push forward. They want you to push through it. I know it can bring about fears, especially with the full moon here. A couple messages I'm getting, sorry. especially with the full moon here, this can very much bring about full moon energy of like releasing and letting go and letting things free in your life. And then with the 3 images, you might also be called to work with the goddess Hecate. This gives me major Hecate vibes because she is very powerful. I work with her often and I feel like she intimidates me, but like in a good way. And she's also seen and represented as the number 3. And that's what I am seeing here with these 3 people, especially in the light of the full moon, which is Hecate's favorite. So definitely some things to kind of keep in mind there, but you might be someone that's called to kind of break the family patterns, break old patterns in your own life. Maybe you are someone who just finds yourself in cycles. You find yourself in these cycles of repeating behaviors, and maybe you're just like, you know what, I'm done. And that's what kind of pushed this growth at the 1111. That's what kind of pushed this big life change for you. And although it might be hard, although these fears might come up, although these worries might come up, Spirit is saying don't let those hold you down. Right now, they might be feeling they're kind of trying to tie you back and bound you back to where you just left, but Spirit is saying no. Your angels are saying you are so much stronger than where you came from. You are so much stronger now than you were before. So do not let those cords come back and wrap their energy around your legs. Cut that cord and set yourself free, pile number 1. Dang. And then I just banged my tripod here. The last card you got today is you're already doing it. That's what we're saying. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. So there definitely might be people who haven't made this decision yet, but I am 100% tuning into people who have already made this big life choice. You've already made this big decision. You've already made this transition. Maybe you've even already made the change. And Spirit is saying stop overthinking. You've already done it. You're already doing it, and it's already something that is serving you. So you do not need to overthink it. Your angels are here. Your angels are guiding you. I know it can be fearful. I know it can bring a lot of worries and doubts and, you know, just all this energy of just like, am I doing the right thing? Did I make the right choice? Did I make the wrong decision? Like, this is something that happens when we go through this kind of big life change. But Spirit just really wants you to know you've done the dang thing and you're doing the right thing. So keep going on that path. Keep facing your true north. What it means by facing your true north is especially my heart chakra babies, okay? When you're talking about facing your true north, it's talking about facing the energy that lies within you, facing your heart chakra. What does your heart want you to do? Listen to your heart and lead with that center, but again, bringing in the feminine and the masculine. Listening to your heart, but also giving your mind a voice. Sometimes we separate the two or we let one overpower the other, and there's a very beautiful balance that comes when you listen to your heart and your mind, and you can kind of come together and make something beautiful. So stop overthinking. You're already doing it. You're already facing your true north. Just keep listening to that voice and let Spirit guide you to where you need to go. The last thing we're doing today, I forgot to grab it, is we're going to do a little bit of a book divination here. This is the Susan Gray Angels, Spirit Guides, and Goddesses book, illustrated by Audra Eclair. And I'm just going to tune into some angels here to see if there is one or many who would kind of like to work with you. I am going to specifically break this up so we are just looking at the angels. There are goddesses, there are guides, there are so many amazing other people in this book if that's something you want to look into. But for today, we are tuning into the angels. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and set the intentions for pile number 1. Angels, what do you have to say? Are there any angels who would like to work with pile number 1? If you would like to work with them, please show yourself to us now. Pile number 1, Spirit, what do you have to say? Who do we have to see? All right, we got Archangel Zaphael. Archangel Zaphael will help you regulate the weather. He is associated with Judaism, but you do not have to be Jewish or practice Judaism to work with them. They will help you find inner peace, heal an injured animal, sleep better, protect your children, and fill your heart with forgiveness, period. If you want to know how to invoke Zaphael, you can light a pale blue candle. First, ask for the ability to forgive yourself and all those involved with the issue, even if you do not see the need for forgiveness. Then, with great humility, ask for his help. The moment you open your heart and mind to him, he will do everything in his power to help you resolve this problem. He is the leader of the choir of the cherubim. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. His voice possesses the power and strength to soften even the angriest of hearts. Wow. That's beautiful. His robes are made of the finest pale blue silk. Although humble, he carries himself with dignity with dignity. His smile is magnificent. He saved Noah's family, teaching them how to withstand the great flood. He is tender and cares for all beings, even the smallest of animals. Zaphael values forgiveness and humility and will show you how to see the love and perfection in any situation. When you call upon him, he will joyously embrace you and remove any doubt or fear you may have about the future, period. Once you put your life in divine hands and are willing to follow the insights you receive, magic and miracles will become a part of your everyday life. Zaphael is especially fond of children and will gladly help them. If your child is struggling in any way, teach them to ask for Zaphael's help. He will enfold them in his wings and smooth out some of life's speed bumps. If the weather has been too wet or too dry, call upon him to create balance and harmony. He is known for his miracles. That is so powerful. And let's just talk about this real quick. They identify him as a he in this book. But look at the beautiful balance of like divine masculine and divine feminine features of this angel. Like, there is just such a beautiful embodiment of that, all right? So if you've been going through it, if you need to find inner peace, if you need to heal your heart, ask Zaphael to help you during this time and just call upon him. Ask him to help you fill your heart with forgiveness, even if you don't feel like anybody needs to be forgiven. Because as a reminder, forgiveness is not for the other person. To be honest with you, forgiveness is for you so that you can release any old hurts, burdens, or wounds that you were holding on to. And it does not mean you have to reach out to that person and be like, yo, you know what? You really screwed me over, but I forgive you. It's more about being like, to myself, not even speaking to that person, I release this energy of resentment, worry, fears, like regrets, doubts. I release it because it is not serving me. My air conditioning just got so loud. It has so much commentary all of a sudden. So Mrs. Spirit being like, listen, okay, it needs to be heard. It needs to be said. Pile number 1, angel number 1111. I really hope this resonated with you. I hope this brought you the joy and the peace that you were looking for. If this video did resonate with you, please leave a comment down below and let me know. Chaos is ensuing outside my house right now. I'm so sorry. There's dogs barking. There's air conditioning's going off. Commenting and subscribing and giving my video a thumbs up makes a huge difference to me and my channel. So if you would like to contribute to my channel's growth in that way, I would greatly appreciate it. I wanted to remind y'all that I do have a Patreon, which is Lives Light, and I do offer private readings at www.marinasterra.com. I do accept both tips and donations on this channel, which are never required nor an expectation, just received with so much joy, love, and gratitude at Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. And I did also go ahead and reopen my Amazon wishlist for you cuties. So if you want to check it out, again, never required, just received with so much joy, love, and gratitude. All the information is going to be in my description or in the pinned comment of this video, so you can find it easily and you can easily access it. Pile number 1, angel number 1111. I love you. I adore you. I so hope this resonated for you. Always remember to show others love, show your light, and shine so bright. And I will see you for my next video. Bye. All right, pile number 2 with the angel number 777. Before we go ahead and actually get into the cards, we are going to read the angel number and the chakras just to gain some additional insights here. So I have my trusty iPad up because I told y'all I am not a numerological queen, meaning I just don't know this stuff like right off the bat, and that is a-okay because we love to learn on this channel. So if you are wanting to go to the same place I am getting this information from, it is Joanne's Sacred Scribes, and her website is sacredscribesangelnumbers.blogspot.com. Number 777 is a highly spiritual number with the mystical number 7 appearing tripled, making its influences the most powerful. Number 7 resonates with the collective consciousness, spiritual awakening and awareness, spiritual enlightenment, spiritual acceptance and development, mysticism, intuition and inner knowing, inner wisdom, empathetic abilities, psychic abilities, the esoteric, the inner self, and this goes on and on and on. Okay. Let's go ahead and see. Angel number 777 reminds you that you are here at this time to spiritually evolve. And you do this by expressing the highest and best of yourself and embracing your unique abilities, whatever they may be, to be of service to others in both big and small ways. Recognize and acknowledge the highest and best parts of yourself and use your talents and traits to bring love, light, and healing to your own life and that of others. 777 indicates that you have listened to the divine guidance and are now putting that wisdom to work in your life. And the time has come to reap the rewards for your hard work and efforts. You are being commended by the angels as your successes and are inspiring, helping, and teaching others by example. Know that your wishes are coming to fruition in your life as a direct result of your positive efforts and attitudes towards your life. And you can expect many more miracles to occur for you, both large and small. Okie dokie. Absolutely beautiful. So we definitely have some light workers probably tuning in here. Angel number 777, from what I gathered from that, is heavily talking about the beautiful power that we have to influence others in this lifetime. I think that is something that goes unacknowledged a lot of the time, is that regardless of if you want to be a literal influencer like a YouTuber or an Instagrammer or whatever, you still have influence over people. People still listen to things you say. I feel like you are somebody, pile number 2, who maybe you're like an accidental trendsetter. Maybe you like something, maybe you start doing something, and then people all of a sudden around you are like really, really into that thing as well, all right? This might be a time of a lot of spiritual development, spiritual growth, learning, and leadership as well. So let's go ahead now and tune into the chakra to see which chakra we are tuning into today and what we can learn about it a little bit. All right, we are tuning into the throat chakra. Heck yes. Speaking your truth, speaking your power, baby. Absolutely. Okie dokie. Your throat chakra is located in the center of your throat, and it governs the region from the base of your neck up to your ears. The jaw hinge is a key 5th chakra joint, as it often gets locked or causes issues when your throat center is out of balance. Interesting. All right. Okay. The main focus of your throat chakra is all about authentic expression and focusing on your life purpose. This totally looked like Drew Barrymore for a second. This picture, I don't know if y'all can see it. I thought this was like Drew Barrymore when she was a kid for a second. Anyways, your basic need is to grow spiritually and contribute. This is so spot on for number 777, because we were just talking about growing spiritually, develop spiritually. That way you can give to others. So interesting. Your basic right is to express. Some positive qualities of the throat chakra are authentic, honest, purposeful, expressive, master artist, serves others, strong voice, and great communicator. When you see underactive signs, it can show as hypothyroidism, which is an underactive thyroid, TMJ, jaw disorder, sore throats, rarely speaks, quiet voice, or pathological liar. Overactive signs show hyperthyroidism, overactive thyroid, tonsillitis, grinds teeth, talks too much, is too loud, isn't a poor listener. Some healing methods to heal your throat chakra are chanting mantras, crystal bowls, thyroid stimulating yoga poses like shoulder stand or plow and fish, wearing turquoise or lapis lazuli necklaces. All right, this is so spooky, spot on with everything we were just saying about angel number, that's the book, 777, and really relating to that. So you are a group, pile number 2, even with all these blue energies here, that is called to tune into the energy of expressing your true self and your true voice, because you are, whether you choose to be one or not, an inspiration to those around you. And so Spirit really wants to make sure that you are inspiring people in a positive and uplifting way. And I don't want to put all this pressure on you, because I feel like I'm tuning into somebody that's like, that's not fair. Like, I didn't choose to be this kind of person. Like, if they don't want to make my same life choices, they don't have to. And you're absolutely right. But you have this beautiful magnetism to you that just makes people want to do things like you do. I feel like you are someone that shows people, hey, there's a different way to live your life. Like, you can live a more high vibrational life. You can live a more free life. I just got a lot of pain in my left shoulder blade. If that is you, baby boo, let's breathe it through, okay? Because that is pain, and that is kind of showing me a little bit of resistance when hearing this. And again, if you don't like what I say, you never, ever, ever have to take it. But your angels are heavily encouraging you right now to kind of step up to an energy of maybe a leadership position, or maybe an energy of an influential position, or thinking about how you can use the gifts that you have, especially gifts, because we got the 7 of Pentacles here. Sorry, the 8 of Pentacles here, showing that especially, this is 8 of Pentacles, right? Yeah. Especially your gifts, because if you are somebody who uses your voice for a living, like me, I am a tarot reader. You listen to my voice, and that is like what I do for a living. And so if you are someone who uses your voice for a living, or uses your art, or uses any part of your self-expression as a way of living, think about how you can kind of also use that to help others around you. How can you help those in your community? How can you inspire those around you to make really positive, high vibrational choices? How can you use your expression? How can you use your voice, your power, your knowledge, your wisdom, your insights to inspire those around you to change their life for the better? All right. So that's just the general reading I got from the 777 and the chakra card. But now we're going to go ahead and look into the reading. I don't know what I'm doing with my fingers here. Look into the reading. We are first going in with the Mystic the Mystic Mondays Tarot cards here. Right off the bat, I feel like we are definitely tuning into our creatives in this pile. And now if you are someone who does not identify as a creative, that is okay. This pile could definitely still be for you, just because we have so many wands. We have the creative pentacle cards here. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. And I just feel a lot of creative flow and creative energy. I also do feel a lot of spiritual energy tuning into this pile. So let's go ahead and start and see what we have to see. With the Two of Wands here and the Four of Wands here, even like with the Cups, the Pentacles, and the Queen here as well, I'm seeing like different versions of what you're kind of going towards. So the Two of Wands is where I feel like you're at now, and the Four of Wands is your next step in your journey along the way. For you, I'm very much seeing a like synchronistic timeline, and if that resonates with you, amazing, take it, and if it doesn't, that's okay too. But starting off with the Two of Wands here, this is a beautiful energy if someone is wanting, if you specifically are wanting to like create an action plan for yourself. If you're like, Liv, I am feeling this spring energy, I'm feeling the spring vibes, I just feel like I am ready to sit down and write an action plan. Spirit is saying, your angels are saying, absolutely write that action plan, but don't forget to take that action. I think a lot of times, especially for someone like me, I am known for like making action plans, planning everything out, and then not following through with it. And Spirit is saying, your angels are saying, as beautiful as it is to take that action plan, to write that action plan, to prep it, to plan it, to think about how everything's going to go, absolutely wonderful. Don't forget to act on it as well. All right. And Spirit really wants you to know that in this moment. So I do feel like right now you're in this energy of Two of Wands. You're planning, you're thinking about all the ways your life can go. Maybe you're in a very high vibrational manifestation period for you, pile number 2, and you're just thinking about life, your goals, your dreams, your manifestations. Maybe you've recently made a vision board and you're just like thinking about the ways in which you can grow. And it is so, so beautiful. Just Spirit and your angels are saying, just don't forget to take the action. The plan is a beautiful thing, but the plan is just a tool. The plan is just the guidance. But if the plan is really null and void if we don't have the action to back it up. Again, going in with balance here with the Justice and the balance with the Queens here as well. I do feel this energy of reminding yourself to kind of find the balance between action and planning. I do kind of feel like this is kind of similar to pile number 1's reading. So if you want to listen to that pile, definitely be my guest and do that as well. Because we have the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups here, and we're going to go back to these, but I just feel the need to address this for the Justice for a second. The Justice card is all about balancing and weighing out the scales. The Queen of Cups is very emotionally giving. She's very kind. She's very empathetic, and the only reason I'm saying she is because the way she's depicted on the card. Everybody can be a queen. He, she, they, them. Everybody on this channel, we welcome all bodies, and we welcome everybody who identifies as anyone they want to be here. All right, but the Queen of Cups, I was just referring to she as a person on the card, but they are very giving. They are very emotionally vulnerable. They are very emotionally like kind and compassionate and intelligent and nurturing and an empath and very giving. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles, which is much more of a nurturing, financial, abundant person. Someone that is more grounded, that is more giving in this three-dimensional way. And so Spirit is kind of telling you to kind of find that balance within the emotional and then the grounded energy. And that's a very beautiful skill as well. Yin and yang, divine feminine, divine masculine, finding the balance between those harmonies, finding the balance between our emotional side and our grounded and more practical side. And Spirit wants you to find that balance, because I think you are somebody who has just like all these amazing ideas, all these amazing goals, all these amazing creative endeavors that you want to do, but it's hard to kind of find the action plan to kind of get you going. And maybe you're someone who's like, well, I need to think about it first. I need to plan it first. I need to do research first. That's fine, but don't forget to also take the action as you're going, because it's going to lead you to the Four of Wands. This plan that you have, if you're someone who's already made your action plan, Spirit is saying this was the correct one and go for it, because the Four of Wands here is the card of just like stability. Yes, honeymoon energy. Yes, happiness, success, creative freedom, especially if you're wanting to create something, like I said in the very beginning, for a living. And I'm not saying you have to in any way, shape, or form. You could just be someone who wants to be more creative in general. But if you are somebody who wants, as an idea, who wants to create something for a living, art, a YouTube channel, a podcast, spirituality, making your own restaurant, like whatever it looks like for you, because again, creativity looks different for everybody and it can be embodied in many, many, many different ways. So if you are wanting to pursue a creative hobby as a career, Spirit is saying to take that action plan that you've thought about, take that idea that you've thought about and go for it, because it's going to create such freedom in your life. I feel like freedom. Yes, freedom. Okay, freedom in your life, because I feel like maybe you've been currently feeling a little bit trapped, or maybe that's a feeling you felt in your past position was a feeling of entrapment. Maybe you just kind of felt stuck, or maybe you're feeling stuck and stagnant now. And Spirit is saying that you are so close to feeling this freedom. You are so close to feeling this energy of being able to create whatever you want to create, go wherever you want to go, good of all, harm to none, do whatever it is you want to do and be who you want to be. But you first have to take the steps to get there. All right. I already kind of addressed the Justice card, so I'm not going to talk about that one too much. It's just really tuning into the energy of balance. Balance is key, baby. All right. And then you got the Ace of Pentacles paired right next to the Eight of Pentacles, which is such a beautiful and auspicious sign to see, because aces represent new beginnings. So I do feel like a lot of new career ideas are going to be coming your way soon. Maybe you're going to be just gifted with abundance. Maybe somebody is going to be like, you know what, babe, you are killing it. Let me just write you a check because I believe in you so much. Or maybe you're going to feel very supported by, new opportunities, and you're going to feel like, oh my goodness, I'm putting myself out there and these brands are starting to want to work with me. These brands are noticing me. They're gifting me things. They want to be a part of my life. They want to be a part of what I'm creating. And definitely enjoy that opportunity. Definitely enjoy that energy, because I honestly am seeing like you using these ideas as a fuel for what you are creating in a very good way. All right. I see that these new ideas of earning money, these new ways of making money, this new energy of kind of trying to find new ways of income is going to fuel your fire in a very positive way to continue to create, because the Eight of Pentacles is saying you're being seen. You are finally being seen. I know that maybe it's been feeling like you have all these ideas and you don't know where to put them and you don't know how to create them and you don't know where to go, and it just feels like there's all these different things that you want to do and no direct course on how to do it. And again, once you find that path, take it and follow it down and let it lead you to where you need to go, because I see you being rewarded. I see people saying, dang, they are doing the dang thing. Excuse me, my throat chakra, baby, okay? Expression, come on now. That's Spirit reminding me that this is all about expression for you, pile number 2. So especially when you are creating something that is expressing yourself, people are going to see you. They're going to acknowledge you. A loud message here is to let yourself express. Thank you, angels, for talking to me through my throat chakra. Let yourself express who you are and what you want to create, because I get this energy right now. I just got a message that you need to create what you want to create and what is true to you. I know it is so easy to want to just chase the trends and just do what is going to get you like viral fast. What is trending? What is viral? What's going to make me famous instantly? What's just going to get me, where I need to go and what I need to do, which no shame in that game. All right. We've all been there. We do those kinds of things. But Spirit is saying that it's so important for this consistent income, for a, new energy of making abundance. And in order to kind of make the abundance I think you're hoping to make here with this Queen of Pentacles, to be able to give back to those around you, to give back to your friends and family, to take your friends and family on vacation if you want to. In order to achieve that level of success, you need to create what is authentic to you. Not saying not to jump on those trends, okay, but making sure that you are prioritizing creating what is authentic to you, because we are talking about authenticity with the throat chakra. And I got this message that if you're only going to create what you think other people are going to like, if you're only creating what you think is going to be trendy, what you think is going to go viral, what you think is going to do X, Y, and Z, it's going to create a suppression in your throat chakra, and it's not going to kind of give you the abundance you're hoping to receive, or maybe it will, but it's going to be like a quick abundance and then back to not having it. And so in order to create a long-term financial abundant situation, in order to create this energy of giving back and gratitude and money, honey, you need to make sure that you are prioritizing prioritizing your authenticity throughout this journey, prioritizing your true self, prioritizing your true voice, prioritizing your wants, your beliefs, who you are, what you care about. Don't settle, okay? Don't settle, don't sell out is a loud message Spirit is giving. And I shared my experience like this multiple times on this channel, so I'm just going to give you my example real quick. And if you don't want to hear it, skip ahead like a minute. But when I first started creating YouTube content, I think it was almost 7 years ago at this point, if I'm remembering correctly. And I honestly was just, when I first started creating, I was super excited and I was creating all this content that brought me so much joy, and I would like stay up all night to edit it because I was still working a full-time job and I loved it. And then I got really bogged down by the fact that my channel didn't go instantly viral. And so I started to create content that my sole purpose of creating it was to get views. And it did not even go anywhere. Even if I had videos that got kind of viral, it didn't bring people to me because I wasn't in my authentic truth. I wasn't in my authentic voice. I wasn't being who I wanted to be. I was putting on a show. I was putting on a persona of who I thought would get me to where I wanted to go. But say you get to where you want to go by this fake persona or by just doing what everyone else wants you to do. It's not going to bring you joy and it's not going to bring you happiness because then you're still not being in your authentic truth. So your angels are saying don't suppress your truth for the sake of fame and money. Definitely be your true self and be your true voice, because that is what's going to be rewarded by all of your accomplishments. That's what people are wanting. That's what people want to see, is your authenticity. So don't compromise on that and don't settle. With the Queen of Pentacles here and the Queen of Cups, just both very giving energy. So you might be in the energy of giving once you receive. You might be someone who is already a pretty big giver. Maybe you are someone that just wants to nourish everybody and be there for everybody and take care of everybody and protect everybody and just love, 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 give, which we love to see. But your angels are reminding you right now that every time you give, please do not forget to give back to yourself, because during this journey, during this growth period, it can be really easy to get distracted. You can get distracted by where you're going and forget where you are. And your angels are just saying, don't forget to give back to yourself. Every time you pour your empathic cup out, make sure you pour some back to you, all right? Because again, going back to number 777, you might be somebody that inspires people. You might be somebody that leads people. You might be somebody that is emotionally there for people all the time. Maybe you financially show people the ropes, like whatever, sorry about that, whatever it looks like for you. I feel like you are somebody who just has a job or an idea or a passion that is more of a energetically draining job, and that's not a bad thing at all. It's just saying that whenever you give back to yourself. So if you go and you let somebody cry on your shoulder, go immediately take care of yourself right after if you can, or very soon after, because Spirit does not want you to get overwhelmed, because I think this is something that's going to continuously come up for you within your journey, is this energy of needing to find balance for yourself, and this energy of needing to understand that you are, just as everybody else is, deserving of that extra special care, all right? And then the Queen of Pentacles showing up saying, hey, we are going to be killing it. We are going to be thriving. We are going to be rolling in the abundance. We're going to be able to give those who need it. You need 100, here's 100. You need 1,000, here's 1,000. You need something from me. Let me give, baby. Let me give to you because I can. So Spirit is saying, do not be, I don't know the right word. The word clingy came to mind, but do not be clingy with the things that you receive, all right? If you start to get big, if you start to go somewhere, if your dreams start coming into reality, help those along the way as well, because that is a gift that you are being given to give, okay? It's a gift you are being given to give. Yes, you are someone who deserves to receive, and Spirit wants you to know that, but it's just, again, a reminder of, and I think you already do, I think you already are a giver, but Spirit is just reminding you of that energy here. The next cards we are using are the Sacred Geometry Relationships Oracle cards here. So let's go ahead and tune in. The first card, period. The first card you got is Balance, number 12, also equaling the number 3 here. Excuse me. The frequency of balance supports our ability to find harmony with all aspects of our three-dimensional and multi-dimensional layers of reality. Spirit, especially with the Justice card here, wants to ring home how important balance is for you. And you know what? It is important, because especially if you are somebody who wants to make this creative aspect you're going after a reality, as in like making it your full-time job, making this your main priority in life, making this something you really want to go after, it is so important important to find balance, because we could be somebody that's going for that dough, and you're just like focused on your money, you're focused on work, you're really thriving in the work, grind. But then what happens to your emotional relationships? What happens to the people you love? What happens to the friends and the family and the animals and the companions that you have in your life that are starting to feel neglected, right? And we don't want to do that. Or what happens when you start to feel neglected by yourself? And so Spirit wants you to find this balance now before it possibly takes off, like as in like your career takes off, because I'll tell you from my own personal experience, my career hasn't even like really fully taken off yet, and I still need to learn this practice. I need to learn this skill because I struggle with balance. Like I struggle with overdoing it or just not doing it at all. And so Spirit is saying find that healthy balance so that way you can have a healthy work schedule, especially if you work at home. Pile number 2, my throat chakra is going again. Spirit, let the energy move through. Come on, babies, express yourself, okay? Spirit is saying here that it is so important for you to find balance now, because coming from my own experience, it's much harder to find it when you're in it. It's much harder to feel comfortable taking off time when you've already, kind of built something up. So definitely find that balance now, prioritize that balance now, so that way it's not harder for you down the line. The next card you got is originality, period. These look like little ladybugs to me, and I think they're so cute. The frequency of originality supports our capacity to be unique and original creators of unlimited possibilities in every moment. So I definitely, just because this wording is like really calling out to me, I might definitely be tuning into my content creators out there, or those who want to be, or just somebody who wants to create art and like I said earlier, and make that for a living. And art can be anything, okay? It doesn't have to just be painting. It could be, something, anything that sounds like creativity to you is really what I'm trying to get at here. But Spirit is saying be original, all right? And I know that it's kind of hard because so many people have probably already done ideas that maybe you thought were original to you, and you're like, dang, they already thought about that. But Spirit is saying just try your best to be original, try your best to be authentic, especially with the throat chakra here. Try your best to sit in your own authenticity and not follow the trends. Now, let me just say, because I am also a content creator. Y'all know that I am a content creator full time. And so I know the value of following the trends. I know the value of looking at what people are liking and catering towards that. So I'm not saying not to do that ever, but just don't let that be the core of who you are. Don't let that be the core of the content you are creating, is just hopping on the next trends and trying to go viral. Like really make sure that you're doing something that fuels you. And there's honestly an audience for everything. So say that you are somebody who just loves horses and you want to just make horse content. Make the content that brings you joy and makes you happy, because your people are going to find you. As you know, I just recently started doing ASMR. I don't know why I said as you know, but I recently started doing ASMR content even here on YouTube, and that was something that I was really scared of doing. And okay, I'm glitching. Let me further that example, because I am not the first person in this world to do an ASMR tarot video, and I'm not the first person to do tarot pick a card videos. So how can we make those kind of things original, right? You can make them original by being your own authentic self. Don't come on here and try to be someone that you're not. Don't try to pretend to be somebody that you're not. Don't try to just act different or talk different or do things just to follow the trend. There are so many people in my comments every week telling me that there are things that they don't like in my videos or things that annoy them about my channel, and I could easily cater to the people that don't like me and try to fix who I am and talk a little bit different, or slow down or do whatever it is that people are asking me to do. But that's not me sitting in my authenticity. And this is something that I had to learn, because when I first started getting like hate comments, I guess you could say it, I immediately found myself changing who I was, suppressing my throat chakra to be who people wanted me to be. And guess what? That doesn't work out. So Spirit is saying really follow your authenticity, really follow your originality. If there's something that you want to do that somebody else has already done, say you want to start a tarot channel, say you want to do a pick a card, there are there's millions of pick a cards out there, right? There's so many creators that you can find, there's something that you can do. How can you make it original? And the easiest way to answer that question is by being yourself, by being your most authentic self, and by bringing that aspect to your channel. Yes, you can gain inspiration from others. We love to see it, but make sure you're being authentic in the content you are creating, because that is where you're really and truly going to find your successes. Then you got number 42, also that's equal to number 4, and you got that right over the 4 of Wands. Now you got number 42 equaling the number 6, transformation. The energy of transformation supports our ability to gracefully flow through times of transition, allowing the old to make room for the new. So there's definitely an energy of transformation, especially with the Ace of Pentacles showing up here. There is definitely an energy of shifting for you. And I believe that this is a genuine shifting, like, not genuine, I didn't mean that word. I mean, yes, genuine, but I believe that this is a literal transitional period for you. Maybe you're shifting into a new career, maybe you're shifting whatever, but more so than that, I feel that this is an energetic transformation. I feel like you are energetically transforming into who you always wanted to be, because especially when we are somebody who uses, like I was saying, like your throat chakra and things like that for creation purposes. Sorry, for our career purposes. Did I just bump all this? Okay, no, thank goodness. It can be really, really hard to be our true selves. It can be easy to suppress. And Spirit is really wanting you to become your true self. Express that voice, babe. Express that voice. If you are somebody who loves to sing, sing. If you are somebody who loves to talk, talk. If you are somebody who loves to read, read. Like whatever you are, whoever you are, express your true self, express your true voice, and let that energy shine through, because that is how you will create this long-term, substantial abundance in your life. And I want to bring back the fact that abundance does not always have to equal money. Abundance is often seen as money, and that's totally fine and valuable as well. But abundance can look like abundance in relationships, abundance in time, the freedom to go and live the life you always wanted, the freedom to go and spend your money how you've wanted. Like that is also what abundance looks like. So Spirit is just really wanting you to focus on being your own original self and your own authentic self. So that is going to bring a lot of transformation into your life as well during this period. And just allowing yourself to speak freely and speak who you've always wanted to be, good of all harm to none, is a transformation in itself, because that's not something that's naturally, well, it is naturally very easy for us, but then we get conditioned throughout life and we're told to straighten up, get in line, act like everybody else, be like everybody else, follow the curve. So definitely being your own person and being your own authentic self is going to bring you so much abundance and transformation and new growth in this lifetime for you. And the last card you got for these specifically is number 9, attraction. The energy of attraction amplifies the qualities that attract and support us on our journey toward inner balance and harmony. All right. The message I'm getting here, especially because we get this paired right over the 8 of Pentacles, is that I do feel like I'm tuning into people who want this life. I feel like I'm tuning into people who have the dream of being maybe their own boss, or having a job that they really like, or creating for a living. And I definitely am tuning into those people. And Spirit is saying, your angels are saying, right now it is a great and beautiful time to focus on attraction. What does that mean? Law of attraction, raising your frequency to be a frequency of a magnet, right? Raising your frequency to be that of someone who is constantly attracting beauty, good things, abundance, new opportunities, new jobs, new career ideas, whatever it looks like, new creative endeavors. Constantly attracting those to you. My gosh, y'all hear my like hiccups and my burps in my throat? That is the throat, baby. Come on, energy needs to move, transform, let it flow through. Yes, please. You are a magnet, pile number 2. We got that from the 777. We know how truly powerful you are, and Spirit is saying don't forget that and actually lean into it, okay? Ride with it, rock with it, lean with it. Okay, anyways. Spirit is saying lean into the vein, like lean into it. Lean into this energy of you are a magnet, you are powerful, you are magnetic. What do you want to attract in your life? Do you want to have this kind of success where people are acknowledging you for the hard work you've done? If so, embody that energy. How to embody that energy? Act as though it's already yours. Speak as though it's already yours. Good of all harm to none. I'm not saying to go do nothing crazy, okay? But a small example that really changed my life was my wife now, my girlfriend back then, would always say to people everywhere we went, even when I barely was creating any content, and I think I had like 10 subscribers and they were all my family, she would always tell people, oh yeah, that's my girlfriend, she's a YouTuber. Oh yeah, that's my girlfriend, she's a YouTuber, because she was so proud of me and she wanted me to like sit in that feeling. And she still introduces me as, oh yeah, she's a YouTuber. Like, and now it makes more sense because that's obviously what I do, or like I'm a tarot reader or whatever, but she would do that even before I really even saw that within myself. And that is her carrying the energy for me. So celebrate celebrate yourself and act as though you are already that successful. Oh yeah, what do you do for a living? Oh, I create a life I love for a living, right? Like I live in my own authentic truth for a living. I speak my own voice all the time. I speak my truth with freedom. I speak my truth with confidence. I embrace all that I've always wanted to be and create my reality with that energy. You know what I'm saying? So getting into the energy of understanding that you are a magnet and you will attract what you believe you deserve. So you understand that you deserve abundance, you deserve grace, you deserve success, you deserve so many beautiful things. And again, not to be that person, but we got to go back to reminding you that y'all are leaders, okay? For some way, shape, or form, we have like influential people listening into this video. And so you're going to attract those kind of people to you regardless. But if you want to just make it easier for yourself, attract people that support you, attract people that are going to bring you like happiness and joy and abundance into your lifetime, attract people that are going to encourage you, attract people that want you to see succeed as well as helping them get there. You know what I'm saying? The last cards we got for you today are the Work Your Light Oracle deck. So let's go ahead and see what they have to say. The first card you got is Soul Family. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Your angels are telling you that I know sometimes it can feel isolating. Sometimes it can feel so lonely and like we're just going about this world on our own. And it's not an easy place to be and it's not an easy thing to do. But your angels are telling you you are never as alone as you feel. If you have people in this world, in this lifetime that just get you, that are like your vibe, your soul family, spend some time with them. Prioritize those connections, prioritize that energy, again with the balance, right? I know it can be so easy. We're doing such a high vibrational reading on your career and your creations and all these things you want to create, but don't forget to prioritize our Queen of Cups energy. Don't forget to find that balance with justice and the literal balance card between our earthly emotions and then our energetic and our spiritual and our, you know, our heart emotions. You know what I'm saying? So don't forget to kind of prioritize those. And then if you don't have anybody in this three-dimensional world, one, I just want to prime you, living in your own authentic truth, speaking your throat chakra free to be, you're going to find your people, okay? Because when you are your authentic self, you're attracting more of those authentic people to you, okay? But two, your guides are telling you, your angels are telling you, you have spiritual family that you can't see, that are not in this three-dimensional world. You have your soul family in the stars, in the sky, with your guides, with your angels. Your angels are here for you. Your angels support you. Your angels want to be with you. Your angels want to help you. So call upon them and then let them help you throughout your journey. And, you know, people comment things all the time on my channel. I think I just got one this morning that was something along the lines, and the reason I'm sharing this is because if you are going to be a creator, you might get comments like this, and people will say things to me like it's really, you know, rude to preach that people are gonna talk to these guys, that they're gonna reach out to them, because they don't. But here's the thing, is that they do. But sometimes we don't like to hear what they have to say, and so with love and light, we sometimes plug our ears and we're like, la-di-da-di-da, why don't our angels ever answer us? But they do. But we have to be willing to hear what they have to say. And to be fully transparent with you, I've gone through moments where I feel like I am just falling on deaf ears, and I get heartbroken and devastated and angry at my angels, and then I'm just like, why are you never here for me? But throughout that period, I needed to grow. I needed to find myself. I needed to hear what I needed to hear on my own, and that's what I needed to do in that moment. So it's not that I'm falling on deaf ears necessarily. It's just that when I'm calling and their answer might be, we can't do this for you, this is something you have to go through on your own, that's not something I want to hear. So I might plug my ears and turn the other way. All right. But your soul family is out there. Your tribe is out there, and just call upon your angels and ask them to help you. And you can even ask them to help you feel that community. You can ask them to help you feel that familial bond that maybe you are craving. You also got the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes, period. So we definitely have some light workers. We definitely have some light workers tuning into this reading. If you don't know what a light worker is, it is somebody who chooses to shine their light to help and uplift themselves as well as others in their environment, in their community, in the world, wherever. All right. And so this is so freaking powerful, because Spirit is saying that I know that this can feel overwhelming. Oh my gosh. And these lights, with the lights up in there, Okay, I know it can be so hard, and maybe it feels overwhelming to have this kind of responsibility, even feel like it's being put upon you. But Spirit is saying you've been training for this. Like, you chose before you came into this world, you chose to be a light worker. You chose to be someone who wants to shine your light so bright so that other people figure out that they can shine theirs too. You are an inspiration. You are a leader. You are somebody who is going to show people that it's okay and safe to be themselves, good of all harm to none. And so, as scary as it feels, your guides are telling you you've got this. You've been training for this. There is nothing you cannot handle in this current situation. You have got this. But if you need help, if you need guidance, call upon your angels during this time. You also got the answer yes. Just say yes. Interesting. We see the number 3 here again as well. And this is something that I noticed in pile number 1's reading. And I believe I mentioned that might be a reading you might benefit from listening to also. Anytime I see the 3 people like this, it very much gives me the goddess Hecate vibes. So that might be a goddess who wants to work out with you. Oh my gosh, Liv, who wants to work with you as well. We're not talking about go over here and doing push-ups with our goddesses and deities, but y'all know what I'm trying to say, okay? The answer is yes. This transformation you're going on, this idea you've thought about, this thing that's been in your head and you're like, I don't know, should I create it? Should I not? Should I do this? Should I not? The answer is yes, okay? Good of all harm to none. Spirit is wanting you to really go after your creative dreams, your creative endeavors, because it's not only going to benefit you, but like you have been told, it's going to benefit those around you as well, because you are a light, you are a I can't even think of the right word, but you are you're a magnet. Like, people are going to see you and they're going to see what you're doing, and it's going to inspire them just the same. So continue on this path. You're already on that right track, okay? You also got the Minticon card. Longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. Yes, yes, yes. The fact that you got this with the Age of Light card is showing that maybe when you were on Minticon, you may have been somebody who was a light worker there, because you've been training for this for lifetimes, baby. Lifetimes. Why this card is also so powerful is because we have a mermaid sitting on a rock in this card. And then, do y'all see the Queen of Cups? Is it just me? Do you see this visual synchronicity here? What the freaking heck, okay? You might be someone who feels very, very comfortable by a very clear blue body of water, which we love to see it. If you feel like you are somebody who never really feels like you have your home, who never really feels like you quite belong, this could be because of your Minticon past. But Spirit is saying, your angels are saying, you have the ability to find that comfortability in this lifetime. And again, the way to do so, the way to start, is by living in your own authentic self. Not just catering to what everyone else wants you to be. What do your parents want you to be? What do your friends want you to be? What do your friends expect you to be? Who do you want to be, my love? Who do you want to be? Who do you see yourself being? And envision that and follow that and lead with your own voice. Lead with your own ideas. The last card you got today is Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? Boom, mic drop, period. We got the leaders in this group. I know I might be rubbing some people wrong. I don't know why I get that feeling. Maybe you don't want to be a leader. And again, you don't have to take anything I'm saying, okay? You can take it and throw it away. But we are definitely tuning into our High Priestess energy here. We are tuning into people who want to lead, who maybe just know that it is their calling. You are being called to be a leader, a teacher, a guide, even if it's just by being your own self. Y'all know that me and Chloe are friends, okay? And I love watching her videos as well. And something that Chloe lives by and always says in her videos is, by living in your own authentic truth, you inspire those to do the same, right? So by living in your own authenticity, that might be the way that you lead others. By being your own self, by being your true self, by being the person who you were always meant to be, you're going to show others, hey, you're safe to do this too. Like, I know it seems like you're not, but you are safe to do this too. A visualization I'm getting, I just quoted this in my last video, so if you saw that video, this pile's definitely for you. But the movie Just Go With It with Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston is one of my favorite rom-coms, and there is a scene in that movie where basically these two people throughout the whole movies were basically rivals, because they were both lying to each other consistently about who they were and what their lives looked like, because they just felt really insecure, right? At the end of the movie, one of the characters just kind of breaks down her walls and is so barren and authentic and true, and immediately her rival does the exact same, because she sees, like, why was I trying so hard to be fake? Why was I trying so hard to, put on this show, put on this persona when I'm allowed to be safe? So all that person did, the person who started that, was be herself. All she did was be truthful, be honest, living in her own authentic truth. And it quite literally inspired somebody who maybe had a really hard time doing that to feel the freedom and the safety to do it. So even if the only way you're leading, and I don't say the only way as in it's not good enough, but I just felt like I was telling people that are like, I don't want to lead the masses. You don't have to, right? By being your own self, by being your authentic truth, by speaking your truth, pile number 2, 777, throat chakra, by speaking your authentic truth, you're going to inspire others to do the same. That is still a leader, all right? The last thing I have for you today is we're going to do a little book divination here. This is the Angels, Spirit Guides, and Goddesses book from Susan Gregg, illustrated by Audra Eclair. And we are going to specifically focus on angels for this reading for the obvious fact that this is an angel guidance reading here today. All right, if you do want to work with like other goddesses and stuff, this is an absolutely awesome book to get. I really, really, really recommend it. So this one we're going to just focus in on our angels here. Spirit, angels, everyone who wants to join pile number 2. Are there any angels who want to work with pile number 2, who want to communicate with them, or can give us any additional guidance and advice? All right, y'all got one of my favorites. This is Archangel Uriel. I love him. I adore him. I work with him all the freaking time, like literally my homeboy. Like I just adore this angel. So let's go ahead and read. He is associated with both Judaism and Christianity, but I want to remind you, you do not have to be Jewish or Christian in order to work with these archangels. Archangel Uriel will help you tap into your creativity. Boom. Deepen your insights. See the variety of futures your choices create. Make your choices based on love. Transform even the worst nightmare into a gift. Now, here's going to talk about how you can invocate him if you would like to. One way to ask for Archangel Uriel's help is to write him a letter. You can mail it, burn it, or simply throw it away. Or you can make a storyboard. Cut out pictures that represent what you want to create. Write Uriel's name on the top, and at the bottom write, help me create this or something better. Then hang the storyboard someplace you'll see it. Spend a few minutes looking at it each day, knowing that Uriel is working his magic, period. Some things to know. Uriel is the angel of creativity and prophecy. He is listed as both a cherub and a seraph and has a long list of titles, including Regent of the Sun and Angel of Presence. He has a passion for music, prophecy, and the salvation of all human beings. He is known for his deep commitment to fulfilling divine will and for his ability to find creative solutions. Angelic lore is rich in stories about Uriel. In one myth, Uriel showed how the capacity for discernment of seeing through an open heart invited divine grace. Through teaching people how to see life through the eyes of love, that he can impart profound insights about life's journey. As an angel of salvation and transformation, Uriel brings peace and can turn your most challenging and painful experiences into your greatest blessings. Uriel is gracious and willing to help mortals in any way. With his love, he teaches people the difference between listening to the limiting beliefs of the mind and living the expansive perspective of the spirit. Yes, pile number 2, 777, creativity pile. Archangel Uriel would love to work with you. I adore him, and I think that is so cool that you got to work with him today. So pile number 2, I hope this resonated with you. If it did, please leave a comment down below and let me know. Commenting, subscribing, and giving a thumbs up really helps me and my channel grow so much. So if you would like to help me and my channel growth in that way, I would greatly appreciate it. I wanted to remind you all that I do have a Patreon, which is Liv's Light, and I do offer private tarot readings at www.marinastarot.com. I do accept both tips and donations on this channel, which are never required. Just receive with so much joy, love, and gratitude at Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. And I did go ahead and open up my Amazon wish list. All the links, all the information is all going to be in the description for you or in the pinned comment on this video. That way you don't have to go searching too far, and it should all be right there for you. Pile number 2, I love you. I am so grateful for you. Please know that you are deserving of speaking your truth. You are deserving of being your own authentic self. You are deserving of living a life of freedom. You are deserving of being who you always always wanted to be and want to be and are becoming. All right. Pile number 2, I love you. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you for sharing your energy with me today, and thank you for letting me read for you. As always, remember to show others love, show your light and shine so bright, and I will see you, cutie patooties, for my next video. Bye. All right, last and never but least, pile number 3 with angel number 222. Before we go ahead and jump into the tarot card portion of this reading, we're going to go ahead and start with reading the angel numbers and then listening to the chakra. All right, so I am using Joanne's Sacred Scribes, and if you want to know the exact website I'm using, it is sacredscribesangelnumbers.blogspot.com. Angel number 222 encourages you to take a balanced, harmonious, and peaceful stance in all areas of your life. The message is to keep the faith and stand strong in your personal truth. 222 tells you that everything will turn out for the best in the long term. Do not put your energies into negativity, and be aware that all is being worked out by Spirit for the highest good of all involved. Angel number 222 is also reminding you to keep up the good work you are doing, as the evidence of your manifestations are coming to fruition. This is a message of faith and trust from your angels. Remember that nothing happens by chance and everything happens for a reason. Maintain a positive attitude, and you will find that everything will have positive results, and you will receive abundant blessings in divine right timing. The energy here is, all right, faith, trust, encouragement, attainment, success, adaptability, diplomacy, cooperation, duality, service, duty, balance, harmony, selflessness, faith, and trust in your divine life purpose and soul mission. All right, so this is really interesting before we even get into the chakra, because you got all cups, 1 pentacle, and then major. So this is showing me that this might be like an emotionally heavy reading, not a bad reading in any way, shape, or form. Honestly, you got all very high vibrational positive cards, but it's more of just the energy that this is kind of sitting with the emotion. So maybe it has been feeling kind of rough lately. Maybe you feel like things haven't really been working out for you and it's got you running emotionally dry. But Spirit is saying everything that's going on right now is working out for your highest good. And I'm gonna be super honest with you. I pulled your cards twice because the first time I pulled them, it didn't feel right. So I pulled them again. And now seeing that number and seeing the spread, Spirit is showing me that the first round of cards I pulled was kind of where you've currently been. We got the Death card. We got a lot of emotional cards. We got the Devil showing up. We had a lot of these cards that were showing like big transitional periods, but that were kind of really hard to go through. And then this second energy I pulled with these cards, Spirit is showing me where you're going. So we're definitely going to focus on the energy that your angels are trying to get across here, which is cards of encouragement. I really feel like they are encouraging you to continue on this path you are going on. If things have not been going well lately, especially with the Wheel of Fortune showing up, they are showing that those hard times are coming to a close very, 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 very soon. So I do think we're going to tune into some encouraging words today. So let's go ahead and read into your chakras now. We are using the Key to Chakras from Root to Crown by Vicky Howie. So let's go ahead and take a look here. All right, so the third chakra, the yellow chakra, is the solar plexus chakra. Okie dokie, let's see. The main focus here is personal power and identity. The basic need is significance. Your basic right is to act. Some positive qualities of the solar plexus is power, energy, confidence, charisma, will, motivation, mental clarity, levity. Underactive signs can show up in digestion issues, kidney or liver problems, diabetes, timidity, chronic fatigue, constant confusion or indecision, low self-esteem, and even collapsed chest posture. Overactive signs relate to bullying, rage, ulcers, cancer of any digestive organs, and hurrying. Some good healing methods for your solar plexus chakra is core strengthening yoga or exercises, puzzles, sunbathing, yantra gazing, taking courageous action, fire walking, and TPQs. All right. The solar plexus is located in the center of your torso, right above your navel, just below where your hips part. It's yellow and governs your midsection and all of your digestive organs. It's also associated with the fire element and your sense of sight. This chakra relates to your confidence, your motivation, your personal power, your ego, and your identity. So before we even jump into the reading, I do feel like maybe you've gone through something, pile number 3. Like I was saying, because I did pull cards for you originally, the reason I didn't use them is because it didn't feel right. So I literally re-picked all of your cards because something just wasn't lining up for me. And I think it's because Spirit didn't want to talk about what you've gone through because they know that maybe what you've gone through recently has been kind of hard, or maybe it's something that you don't really want to hear about right now. now. Like, you came onto this video and you're not wanting to hear about the things that you are currently going through that are hard, all right? And so what I believe your angels are going to do for you right now is give you those signs of encouragement, help you find yourself again, help you tune into your personal power, regain your personal power. If what you've currently gone through in the last, maybe even just the first few months of 2022, or really whenever you are seeing this, if you've gone through something that makes you feel like you've given your personal power away, or maybe it was taken from you, Spirit and your angels are calling that back to you now. And I believe that this is going to be a time of kind of rediscovering yourself, finding yourself, and rebuilding that connection within you. So now we're going to jump into the card portion reading of today's video. The first cards we are starting off with are the Mystic Mondays Tarot cards here. So let's go ahead and jump right in. First of all, like I mentioned, we have a ton of cups. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cups, and then 1 pentacles, and the rest we have here are majors, showing me that you might be someone who, like I mentioned, this might be a very emotionally heavy situation for you, or maybe you're someone who is very intuitive or who wants to practice more of that with your energy. Your angels are definitely encouraging you to tune into more of your intuitive energy. Starting right off the bat, we got the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups, and I want to just give a quick primer that I do feel like this is going to be a relationship heavy reading. That does not mean it's going to be a romantically heavy reading, but more of just a relationship. This could be a relationship with yourself. This could be a relationship with a friend. This could be a relationship with a coworker. This could be a relationship with a business, like whatever it looks like for you, paternal, friendship, lover, friends with benefits, really whatever you are asking about, whatever kind of is on your mind right now. I do just want to give this disclaimer that I do believe strongly that this is going to kind of lie a little bit heavy in relations with other people, or even if it's just yourself, but like relations with other energies. So if that is not something you want to hear right now or doesn't vibe with you, I would recommend going back to the intro and maybe listening to another pile for today, and then coming back to this when you want to hear that energy. But I just want to give that little disclaimer before we get started. So with the Queen of Cups here and the Nine of Cups here, also showing up with the Nine of Cups in reverse, I feel like there is a new romantic energy that's kind of forming in your life. You know what? Reverse. I take it back. I just feel like there's going to be a new energy entering into your life. If you are somebody that's already in a committed relationship and a new romantic cycle is like not anything you're desiring or not something that you want right now, that is totally fine. The Knight of Cups could represent a dreamy new opportunity at work, a dreamy new idea that you are so excited about. It really just represents that feeling of just like, like this is dreamy, this is lovely, this is honeymoon, right? It's like right before, it's like the honeymoon stage of a relationship. And I believe we go through honeymoon stages with our jobs. We go through honeymoon stages with our, friendships, like relationships in general, whether it's a working relationship, whether it's with, a new business you've started. We have that very swoony time, and something that Spirit and especially your angels are trying to get across right now is to not let your past hold you back from making good choices in the future. The reason I'm saying that is because the Queen of Cups is incredibly intuitive. The Queen of Cups is somebody whose emotional intelligence is like off the charts. You know yourself, you're strong with yourself, you're confident with yourself. But then we see the Nine of Cups in reverse here, and the energy I am personally getting from this is that I feel like maybe once upon a time you listened to your intuition, you took a chance. The Mamma Mia is coming to my head right now. It's like, take a chance, or ABBA is really coming to my head right now. And I feel like you took a chance on them, all right, or took a chance on somebody. And I feel like that made you feel like your intuition is inaccurate because maybe it did not work out for you. Maybe it did not work out how you hoped it would, or how your spirits kind of made you feel like it would. And now I feel like we're kind of in this weird state of not really fully trusting this next person coming into our life. If it is a person you are wanting to come in contact with, whether it be a platonic friend, whether it be a business collaboration, right? Whether it's like someone to collaborate with you, maybe you're making new friends, maybe you're wanting to meet somebody new, whatever it looks like for you, we have a ton of just collaborative energy. Like this is the pile of collaboration. This is the pile of like teamwork, working with other people, just being around other people in general. And I do sense a feeling of like not fully trusting your intuition here because of whatever happened with the Nine of Cups, where I kind of feel like you took a chance on something or someone and it just kind of burns you. But Spirit is saying that you are intuitive. You know your intuition, and your intuition in the past did not mislead you. It led you to something in which you were to learn. I'm going to go back to the angel number here, 222, which heavily talked about understanding that whatever has been going on with you lately has been happening for you, not to you. And honestly, that's one of the hardest messages to deliver because it's one of the hardest pills to swallow, right? It is so much easier to be like, everything's happening to me. This is not fair. everything is just always coming down on me. Like life is hard and it's not my fault. Like everything is just always happening to me. But Spirit is saying, all right, take a breath for a sec. And let's review. Maybe at some point across this journey, there has been something you had to learn or you needed to learn. For example, when I last left my relationship before my marriage, it was a really unhealthy relationship on both ends. And in that moment, I could not see how any of that happened for me. It all felt like it was in a personal attack to me. But years later, it showed me what I didn't want in a relationship, how I needed to grow from that relationship. And I honestly realized I gained so much that relationship, and I'm incredibly grateful for it now. Would I ever go back? Hell no. And I would never recommend doing that. But I do just feel that sounded wrong. Not to not go back to your ex, to each their own. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like to not go back to something that did not serve you, basically, is what I was trying to say. But I'm still so grateful for it. But I needed to kind of see it from hindsight's point of view. It wasn't that my intuition is wrong in trusting this person. It's that my intuition was leading me to a situation where I needed to learn the lessons I have learned in order to be to where I am today. So kind of thinking about that as you're going along this journey, I do feel like something or someone is going to enter into your life, whether it's an idea, whether it's a person, it's going to be something that almost seems too good to be true. That's a loud message I'm getting, is it's too good to be true. And I feel like you're gonna be like, where's the poop? If anybody knows the show How I Met Your Mother, I feel like I'm quoting it a lot lately, and it's not because it's a good show. Honestly, it aged terribly, but it's like a inner child show for me, and I've been rewatching it lately. And one thing that one of the characters says is, where's the poo? And you know that when like something is going on, you say like, where's the poo? As in like, there's something you're not telling me. And I feel like you're searching for the poo right now, or you might be in the near future. I do feel a fear around money, possibly losing money and getting hurt again with this Nine of Cups, and with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like you're afraid of losing money. You're afraid of kind of feeling financially strapped. Maybe you're scared of taking this leap of faith because what if it doesn't work out? And then what are you going to do? How are you going to afford life? And Spirit is saying that this is all, again, working in your favor. You don't have to look for the poo. Not saying not to trust your intuition. If you meet with somebody and you're just like, they give me icky vibes, listen to that and GTFO. But if you're talking to somebody and you're like, this sounds awesome and I get really good vibes from this person, but I just can't trust them because of what happened in the past, work with that energy and heal it and release it, because Spirit, especially with angel number 222, they are wanting you to work on regaining your personal power with your solar plexus chakra, understanding that you are wise, you are connected, you are divine, you are intuitive, rebuilding that power, rebuilding your strength, rebuilding your intuition, and understanding that everything that's going on right now is a lesson to help you grow for your future you, or maybe even for the present you now. So just remembering that here with this opportunity that may arise, to understand that your intuition truly and always will lead you down the right path, even if it doesn't seem like it right now. You got the Wheel of Fortune here, showing me that any hard time, and especially because you got it paired right next to the Ace of Cups, any hard times you've been going through, pile number 3, is going to come to an end very, 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 very soon. Financial hardships, romantic hardships, career hardships. The Wheel of Fortune is a very positive omen, saying there is an ending, a beautiful one that's just kind of saying like all the hard shit you've been going through is coming to a closure, but this closure is coming so that a new opportunity can blossom. Because paired directly next to the Wheel of Fortune, which is like good luck, fortune, hard times coming to an immediate end, we got the Ace of Cups, which is like boom, immediately new opportunities, immediately new engagements, immediately new connections, like all this beautiful positive energy. And a message I'm getting from your angels right now is trust your angels, trust the universe, because they really are working in your favor, which is why they wanted me to read your future energy instead of your current, because I don't think they want you to focus on, you know, your current stresses, your current worries, your current like problems and guilt and all these things. They want you to understand that you are growing so much, and it's such a beautiful thing to see. I really do feel like fortune's favor is on your side. So if you have something you're working really hard towards, a relationship, a career, a new endeavor, whatever it looks like for you, good of all, harm to none, Spirit and your angels are really on your side, and they want you to know that. Like I said earlier in a different pile, I think it was pile number 2, I know sometimes it can feel like we're falling on deaf ears when we're talking to our angels, when we're talking to our guides, but your angels are here telling you you're not falling on deaf ears. We hear you, we see you, we support you, and we want you to be happy. We want you to know that we love you. But sometimes you have to grow on your own so that you understand the confidence and the power that you hold. Solar plexus chakra. You also got the Ace of Cups here, showing that there are so many new opportunities. Aces are always representing new, okay? New vibes, new people, new energy, new spirits, new good times. If you are somebody who's ready to start embracing new energy in your life, the Ace of Cups is coming to say yes, 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 yes. You might meet somebody new, like we're going back with the Knight of Cups. You might meet somebody new. You might make new friendships. You might have a new collaboration that wants to partner with you. Whatever it looks like, there are so many new opportunities, and Spirit is saying, look, here is this cup I have laid out for you. All you have to do is grab it, all right? So trust yourself and trust the universe, because they really do have your best interest at heart. With the Two of Cups here, I really want to talk about the visualization of this card, because it is one of my favorite, if not my most favorite depiction of the Two of Cups I've ever seen. And there is a reason why. I think there's one other card that also depicts it like this, and I heavily, heavily value that. So if you can see, yes, there are two people on this card. They are sharing a beverage together. But here's the thing. Neither one of them are drinking from the other person's cup. They are both drinking from their own cup, just linked hand in hand. So what this is saying is that this new person coming into your life, it's not saying to automatically give them all of your time, all of your energy. Like, they don't want to take from you. And I know that that can be hard, and even hard to believe if you've gone through any kind of relationship trauma where they had all these rules placed upon you. You couldn't do certain things. You couldn't be a certain person. You couldn't do this, and that. And so then going into a new friendship, going into a new energy, whatever it looks like, it's hard to even really truly believe that someone could be there and just say, hey, you do you, I do me, but let's like do it together. You know what I'm saying? You shine bright, I shine bright, we come together, we're like a freaking light of, you know what I'm saying? So understanding that when you do get into either this friendship, this relationship, this business partnership, whatever it looks like for you, not to only just give your energy, but give back to yourself, and understand that you do not have to pour all of yourself out in order to receive love. I know that that is something that's very, I feel like, commonly misrepresented, is that in order to receive love, you have to give all of you. And I'm not saying not to do that, but I just think it's a better practice to like really prioritize your own self and your own energy, and then get to a place where you're like super comfortable with that, and then meeting somebody that's also super comfortable with their own energy, and you guys can come together and give when you need to give, but also let yourself receive, and know that you do not have to just like overly give to be loved, is a loud message I'm receiving for you. Especially with the solar plexus chakra and going back, and the angel number 222, all about your personal power, all about finding your identity again, all about connecting with who you are. This person coming into your life does not want to take from you. They really want to uplift you and encourage you. But I do sense that sense of fear with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Nine of Cups. And Spirit is saying, let's just breathe through and do some shadow work. I am also seeing, if you have no idea, like if you're clicked on this and you're like, I'm still being called to hear it, but I'm not looking for a relationship or a friendship or anything like that. I am seeing two opposites of the same person as well. I do feel like this could very much be representing of mirror work or shadow work. It looks like there is a reflection of the other person in the same, like in the same picture. So this could definitely be representing of inner child healing. This could definitely be representational of shadow work, just inner healing in general. So this could still be applicable to all the things I've said here today. Fostering a stronger relationship with yourself, fostering a stronger relationship with your intuition, with your psychic abilities, with your solar plexus chakra, etc. Queen of Pentacles I already touched on. I do just sense this feeling of fear around money. I don't necessarily feel like there's going to be any kind of financial hardship for you, if I'm being fully honest, but I do sense more of a fear of financial hardship. And as you know, our thoughts can heavily affect our reality. So if we're constantly perseverating on, oh my gosh, I'm never gonna have any money, I'm so broke, why would I do this, it's such a bad idea, broke, lack, poor, that's the energy we end up attracting to us. So every time that fear starts to kind of creep back up, remind yourself that this is happening for you. Remind yourself that Spirit is trying to kind of talk to you right now. And if it helps you, just ask Spirit, what are you trying to say, and what am I not hearing? You also got the Lovers here and the High Priestess. The Lover showing up here is definitely showing me that this could be a partnership or a situationship that is going to be long lasting. I do, however, feel like if this is not a relationship you're wanting to think about, this is not a friendship you're wanting to think about, if there's been anything in your life that you feel like you really needed to make a commitment towards, this is a time that your angels are saying it's time to commit to whatever this idea you have floating around your head is. Whether it is committing to a person in a long-term relationship, whether it is, you know, saying yes to a job you've always wanted but you've had fear around, maybe not being successful at, whether it is saying yes to devoting more time to yourself, whether it is saying yes to prioritizing a creative idea and making it a business, like whatever it looks like for you, Spirit is saying it's really time to make a decision, because I really do feel like there are multiple possibilities with this reading. There's a very good possibility of things going absolutely beautiful and harmonious and successful, and then there's also energy of there maybe being a lot of fear and lack around money, and Spirit is saying it's time for you to make a decision. And I don't want to put too much pressure on you, so I don't even think it has to be some huge decision, but a decision to say yes to yourself, a decision to allow yourself to be who you've wanted to be, a decision to be and give yourself the space to be the best version of yourself you could possibly be. The High Priestess coming in here show me that I definitely have my intuitives tapping in. I definitely have some spiritual workers, some spiritual beings tapping in. I mean, we're all spiritual beings living in a human experience, period. But I definitely do feel like with the High Priestess showing up here, there are some mystics tapping in. There are some, you know, spiritual gurus out there, and your angels are just saying really prioritize tuning into that energy more, especially with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse here. Every time that fear comes up, spend some time meditating and releasing any trauma around money. Money trauma is so real, and it can affect our lives in so many more ways than one. And so when the money fear does start to come up, when the I don't even know how else to word it. Just like any kind of fear, any worries, any traumas, any triggers come up, definitely spend some time in a meditative energy and really just finding out what Spirit is trying to tell you through this energy. Your angels are heavily wanting to connect with you through meditation, through rituals, through spiritual practices, whatever resonates with you. It quite literally looks like we have a pentacle over here, so you might be called to work with the guides through earth grounding techniques, because you are somebody who has a lot of cups showing up here, which means you might be someone that lies more with the emotions. You lie more with the heart chakra energy, which is beautiful. But maybe to go get grounded, Spirit might be asking you to go outside, get in earth, get in the dirt, just connect. Because sometimes when we have a lot of water signs, we have a lot of emotions in our house, we have a lot of energy just going on with our emotions, it's very, very helpful to do a meditation that is grounding, because when you are grounded, it really helps you find a harmonious, balanced approach to whatever situation you are currently asking about. Next, we're going to go in with the Sacred Geometry of Relationships card. So let's go ahead and see what they have to say. The first card you got here, pile number 3, is Transformation, number 42, equaling the number 6, which ironically is 222, also equals the number 6. The energy, did we get any 6? Oh no, we did get a 2 here. Okay. Distraction. We also got a 2 here, right? Yeah, okay. Oh my gosh, and we got 2 queens. Sorry, I'm like just fully looking at the spread. I don't know what's wrong with me. Transformation. The energy of transformation supports our ability to gracefully flow through times of transition, allowing the old to make room for the new. All right, so this is what I was saying with the old cards I pulled. Spirit is wanting you to understand that what's been going on lately has been going to help you transform to who you've always wanted to be. I feel this energy that maybe you wanted to grow, you wanted to make a new start, you wanted to change, maybe you didn't know where to start. And Spirit was like, no worries, bestie. I'll push you through it and we'll get there together. So open up yourself to allowing the transformation to come. I want to remind you that sometimes when we are going through transformation, it can be hard at first. It can be uncomfortable at first, because you're going through energy that is new. You're going through energy that is unknown, unfamiliar territory, and it can be really, really scary. It can be very fear-inducing. So when those fears start to come up, when you want to go back to your comfortable life that maybe you weren't happy in, but it was comfortable and predictable and you knew what was going to happen, Spirit is saying push through, keep going, and understand that what's going on right now is truly happening to serve your highest good. And I want to be clear when I say I feel like I'm tuning into somebody who's going through something very, 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 very bad right now, and then I'm over here being like, it's happening to help you. I want to be clear with what I'm saying, and I don't want anyone to like misunderstand what I'm saying, and I feel like I didn't say it correctly. What I mean by that is not that what is happening to you right now is okay. And if you are in an unsafe situation, please leave. I always leave resources in my description. If you are in an unsafe situation, numbers to call, people to get in contact with, so that way you can get out of a situation if you are unsafe. What I was more so tuning into is like, say right now you are, you know what, I'll give my example. 2022, my career has been kind of rocky, full transparency. Your girl's been going through it a bit. I've needed to kind of get creative. I've needed to kind of learn different ways about how my career works and what's going on. And to be honest with you, January, February, and even March were really hard for me mentally. And I felt a lot of fear. I felt a lot of lack. I felt a lot of Queen of Pentacles in reverse energy. And I was really, really, really scared. I felt like I made a mistake. I felt like I made this huge life-altering decision that wasn't really serving me. But I needed to learn. I'm still learning, to be honest with you, how to balance my time better, how to stick up for myself better, how to prioritize myself better, how to heal my own energy better. Like, I needed to learn these things. So I'm more so tuning into energies like that. If you are going through a very serious situation right now, I am not coming on here and telling you that, oh, what's happening to you right now, this horrible, horrible thing is only happening to help you. That is not what I'm trying to say. And I really, truly hope that my explanation made sense. And if that is how I came off, I am so sincerely sorry. I don't ever want you thinking that. And I'm just so sorry. I really hope that I came across clear, and I hope I, explained myself better in the explanation portion. But going back to what we were saying, Spirit is definitely telling you that you are in a transitional period right now. You are going through a transformation, especially with the number 222, talking about all this energy of healing and growing and discovering. I feel like right now you're in a, oh, sorry, that scared me. I dropped these cards and it literally scared me so bad. I definitely do feel like you're in an energy of just kind of up-leveling your life, up-leveling the people you spend your time with, up-leveling the energies you let into yourself and into your life. Like, you are going through a transformational period. And sometimes those transitional periods, like I mentioned earlier, do come with growing pain. So be patient to yourself along this journey. You also got 6th chakra, the energy of the third eye, another 6. So we got 222 equals 6. We got 42 equals 6. And then we got another number 6 here. So 6 might be a lucky number for you. And we did get the number 666, and I want to remind you that that is not an evil number. That's only what Christians say. Look it up. It's a very beautiful, beautiful number, and it means a lot of power. So I just want to give that disclaimer. The energy of the third eye chakra supports our inner sight and intuitive abilities, with the High Priestess popping up here, and with all these freaking water signs, with all these cups, with all the Queen of Cups and everything. Spirit is really reminding you that your chakra, your third eye chakra, your intuition is on point. I know that sometimes it's hard to believe, especially if you've gone through like what I call intuition trauma, where you listen to your intuition, you feel like it misled you, but then later down the line, you saw the whole picture. It can be so freaking hard to learn to trust it again. But Spirit is definitely saying your angels are guiding you to really reconnect with your intuition, reconnect with your third eye, opening up your third eye here, like with the High Priestess, doing more meditations, doing more spiritual practices, taking care of your spiritual hygiene, whatever it looks like, because you're going to be presented with a lot of decisions. I see with the Lovers here, or maybe just one really big decision, and Spirit wants you to listen to your intuition along that journey, and it's hard to do that if we're not trusting it. So right now you're in an energy, in a position to trust your intuition, to learn how to trust it again, so that way when this opportunity, this decision comes up, you know the right one to make. You also got number 30, multidimensionality. The frequency of multidimensionality activates our awareness and our true essence, which is eternal and multidimensional. So speaking of freaking transformation, you might be going through some questionings right now, like, why am I here? What is any of this for? You might be having some like out-of-body experiences. If you are somebody that dreams and has like dream projections, maybe you feel like you're astral projecting lately, and Spirit and your guides are saying, your angels are also telling you right now, like, this is because you're being open, and your awareness is being open to how grander our lives are beyond what the limitations we put upon ourselves. You are a being that is possible of so many different choices in life. You are so pure. You are so wonderful. You are the divine. Like, the divine exists inside of you, and you exist inside of the divine. So kind of remembering that. So don't be surprised if you start having like multidimensional thoughts, if you start experiencing like concurrent lifestyles as well. If you're going through like dreams, I do feel like for some reason with you, pile number 3, maybe it's all the water signs, maybe it's all the intuition popping up, your angels are wanting to talk to you through your dream state. So if you are not scared by that, be open to receiving those in your dreams. And if you don't want that, set a boundary with your angels and they will listen. But if you're someone that's open to experiencing things through dreams, your angels want to communicate to you through that way. The last one of these cards you got is number 4, 4th chakra. Our heart chakra. The energy of the heart chakra supports our inner guidance system, which is governed by our heart and the capacity to love deeply. So if you are somebody that feels a lot of trauma around love or trusting other people, there might just be some heart chakra energy to heal, because this is a very powerful energy as well, because again, you're going through this transformation, you're going through growth, you're going to listening to your insight again, you're going to realize that we're all multidimensional beings that are coexisting on this earth, and there might be a lot of fear around, like I mentioned earlier, trusting other people, connecting with other people, especially if you've been burned in the past. But the fourth chakra is coming in to remind you, especially with the Two of Cups here, that you are deserving of happiness, you are deserving of love, whether that is through another person or whether that is through yourself, with the practicing of self-love, self-care, self-hygiene, like whatever it is for you, connecting with your heart chakra and understanding that you are deserving. You do not have to give all of yourself to be deserving of love. And I want to that's just like such a loud message for you, pile number 3. I don't know why. I'm hoping somebody needs to hear that. But just with that Two of Cups and the way the illustration is there, you do not have to pour every last drop of yourself out to somebody and receive nothing in return to be considered lovable. And that's just something that's such a loud message. If you have a hard time believing that, if that resonates with you, definitely do some heart chakra meditations as well. The last cards I pulled for you today before we go into the book divination are the Work Your Light Oracle cards. So let's go ahead and see what they have to say. I did these upside down. My bad. Okay. The first card you got is Trust the Niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? Again, building up your intuition. Your intuition is like breaking through right now. Like I feel like your angels are like, please listen to these intuitive hits. If you see angel numbers, if you see animals multiple times a day that you don't normally see, if you see butterflies multiple times a day that you don't normally see, if you get that feeling in your stomach, that butterfly feeling in your stomach, if you walk into a room and you're communicating with the person and you get an energy to go away, listen to that feeling, because in order to rebuild our intuition, in order to rebuild our connection with our intuition, it starts by listening to what we consider the small feelings. Oh, it's probably not that big of a deal. I'm just getting a feeling, whatever. I shouldn't judge a book by its cover, or I shouldn't judge, this one feeling. I don't even know the person. I shouldn't judge them. I agree with that full-heartedly, but if you are getting a specific feeling about someone, so say you walk into the bank and there is somebody sitting there and you just get like a bad feeling, not because of the way they look, not because of the way their skin color is, not because of the way they're dressed, but just an energy you are receiving is just like, I don't want to be here. Listen to that feeling. Trust that feeling. If you are driving down the street tomorrow and you get an energy to turn left, but you always normally turn right, but something inside of you is saying turn left, listen to that feeling and take the different route, because spirit is trying to talk to you. Your angels are trying to communicate with you through these little feelings, and they're trying to show you how to rebuild your strength with your intuition and how to rebuild that connection. So trust all those little feelings. You are not crazy. You are not overreacting. You are not doing any of that. To be honest with you, there have been multiple times in my life where I've trusted that little feeling, and some people did tell me that I'm probably over dramatic or I'm crazy or I don't have any reason to think that, because that person's totally fine. But every time I've trusted that intuition, it has really protected me and saved me from a lot of things. So trust that niggling feeling, because it's really, really there to help you. You also got get grounded, period. Empaths, highly sensitives, go connect with nature. This is what I was talking about earlier. I definitely have some highly sensitives tapping in here, because look at all these freaking water cups we got. I might have some highly sensitive people. I might have some empaths. I might have some light workers tuning in here. It is so easy to take on all the emotions of the world, and spirit is wanting you, your angels are wanting you to go get grounded and go get connected. And I mentioned with the heart chakra energy here to maybe go do it in the sense of getting grounded with earth. I'm getting the visualization, especially with the card here, to go be with the trees, to go be with Mama Gaia, if that is an opportunity for you. If you can't physically leave your house to go meditate, opening up the windows, you know what I'm saying? Bringing in the outside to you, like getting plants and surrounding yourself by them when you are meditating, really whatever it looks like. Maybe even going to a temple of some kind, because there is a little statue figurine in the background, which reminds me of a Buddhist temple near me. So I just feel the need of sharing that as well. If you have a temple near you where you feel safe to kind of go and meditate. Maybe practice that as well. But either way, whatever way you can, spend some time meditating with the high priestess here as well, because not only are you going to receive intuitive hits this way, we are also going to find a way to really help yourself get grounded when things start to feel overwhelming, when things start to feel really hard, when you start to feel the weight of the world is kind of all on top of you. Your angels are showing you a way to kind of balance those emotions. You also got the Great Gathering. It's all coming together, intuitive hits and soul tribe. With all of the other people you have here with these readings, with the Two of Cups, with the Nine of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Cups, with all this other energy showing up here with the Lovers, Spirit is definitely showing me, and your angels are definitely showing me, that this is because you're ready to kind of I don't know the right word for it. I want to say like take your stance, but I don't know if that's the right wording here. But it's more of the energy of just understanding that you were here for a higher power. You were here for a higher calling. I believe that before you came to this earth, you chose a path of maybe being in a group, of being in a leader, being with a leader of people. Why can I not speak my words right now? I'm so sorry, pile number 3. Being with a gathering and helping and with a group. You know what I'm saying? Some people are called to help individually. Some people are called to help solo, but I feel like you are someone who thrives in a group effort and in a group energy, and those people are finding their way towards you. But again, I want to give a message I gave to pile number 2 as well, I believe it was, which was sitting in your authenticity, because sitting in your authenticity is key here, because you're going to attract your soul tribe. Your soul tribe are people that know you, that see you, that understand you at a core level. And this is so important right now, because it's so important for you to be your authentic self with your sacral chakra, your solar plexus chakra, being in touch with yourself, being in true to yourself, being who you've always wanted to be, because that is how you're going to attract others who see your true light and want to be a part of that. I'm also getting the message, if you've been interested in practicing witchcraft at all, with the High Priestess here, with all these other cards I'm getting that's just kind of giving me that energy. If you've been wanting to practice witchcraft at all, you might be called to kind of join a coven. If that's something you're interested in, look into it. Definitely look into it. The next card you got is Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the Oracle. Period. Pile number 3 with transformation, multidimensionality. You are the Oracle. You are the light. You are transforming your life right now in order to be a light, not only for yourself, but for others around you, to see the power that they hold, to see the abilities that they have in this lifetime. I believe you're going to inspire those around you. I believe you're going to light the path for those around you. And maybe even others are going to light the path for you, and you can help lead the way by following. You know what I'm saying? Like, by someone lights up the path for you and you can walk along, and then you can light up the path for somebody else behind. And so I truly believe that your guides and your angels are trying to get you to understand that you are so much more powerful than I think you realize. And that's a loud message coming to my cranium right now, is that you are more powerful than you realize. You have so much power, you have so much strength, you have so much wisdom. So don't sell yourself short, all right? Don't sell yourself short, and really connect and tune into how powerful you truly are. You also got Sisterhood of the Rose, period, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. Where are my mystics at? Where are my priestesses at? Where are my teachers at? Where are my light workers at? Where are my healers? You are being called to rise, my loves. You are being called to rise up to the path that you have been called to take. If you have this feeling, that niggling feeling to start something new, if you want to be a light worker, if you want to be a tarot reader, if you want to work in divination, if you want to work even as like a teacher or someone that is still leading the path and shining your light, listen to that feeling and trust your gut instinct. Let it guide you to where you need to go so you can follow the path you've been chosen to call. What am I even saying right now? Those words quite literally did not make sense. Follow the path you've been chosen to follow. You know what I'm saying? I'm so sorry. My words are glitching, and I think it's because I'm a little bit overwhelmed. I only have one card left, but I want to go ahead and take a deep breath real quick just to get grounded for y'all. All right. You are so powerful, and I feel like it got me flustered. Full transparency. I feel a little flustered here. I feel a little nervous, and I think it's because y'all are powerful. You are a very powerful group. I feel like, honestly, a message I'm getting, if you want to do this, all power to you, and if you don't, I totally understand. But maybe even starting with a community, even in the comments. If you chose pile number 3, share that in the comments, and then comment on other people who also chose pile number 3. Build that connection, build that understanding, build build that like-mindedness, because that is a loud energy you're receiving, is building through community, building your growth, building your strength through other people as well. You do not have to do this alone. You might be someone who feels like the only way to thrive, the only way to be successful is to do it alone, because maybe that's all you've ever known. Maybe you had a lot of people that walked out in you in life. Maybe you had a lot of people that just weren't there for you the way that they really needed to be, the way that you really deserved them to be. And that can be so hard. So what do? We're like, you know what? I'll just do this myself. I'll figure it out on my own. I'll be my own person. I'll take care of this all by myself, because that's what I do. That's who I am. That's what I do. My throat chakra, speak, okay? But your guides and your angels are telling you right now, you no longer have to do this alone. Oh my God, the beautiful chorus song, Hey Queen, is coming to my head. And it's like, you are not alone, right? But we're not just talking to our queens right now. Our queens, our kings, our royals, our non-binaries, whoever is out there, whoever is listening, you are not alone, all right? Hey queen, hey king, hey royals, you are not alone, and you don't need to be anymore. I know it can be easy to just go about your life on your own and think that that's the only way things have to be, but your angels are saying it doesn't. The people who are like-minded as you, the people who are going to connect with you, they're out there, and you're ready to find them. The last card you got today is Dance with Life. Do something to change your energy, all right? Maybe you've been feeling kind of stagnant. Maybe you're feeling kind of stuck. Maybe you don't know how to go about this process. The very first thing you can do is dance. Dance, be silly, be goofy, listen to your intuition. If your intuition is saying shake it, then shake it. If your intuition is saying dance in the kitchen like nobody's watching, then do so. If your intuition is saying go for a jog, then do so. If your intuition is saying, you know, go be outside and just bathe in the sun, listen to it, all right? Listen to whatever energy your body is saying, because your body wants to talk to you and your body wants to communicate with you. And the biggest thing that we have to do is listen to our body. If our body is saying move, bestie, then move it, groove it, let it be. Let it dance like no one's watching. Shake your things, okay? Shake them like nobody is watching, like a Polaroid picture. You know what I'm saying? Like shake yourself, move with yourself, be with yourself, loosey-goosey with yourself, whatever it looks like be where your body wants to be, when your body wants to be there, good of all harm to none, because that will start to shift your energy and it'll really start to uplift things in your life, because you're going to start listening to yourself. And that is where the power truly lies. The last thing, I don't know why I talk while I'm bending, the last thing we're going to do today is a book divination. This is the Angels, Spirit Guides, and Goddesses from Susan Gregg, illustrated by Audra Eclair. And this is a great book to actually use if you're wanting to do any kind of divination with goddesses or any spirit guides, but I am specifically tuning into angels for the obvious fact that this is an angel message. So I'm going to be separating the book like this. Our angels, our guides, pile number 3. Is there an angel, a spirit guide, an angel guide who wants to work with our beautiful pile number 3? All right, you got, I'm going to move the candle. Sorry, besties. It's making me anxious right now. You got Archangel Chamuel, I believe is how you say it. He is associated with Judaism, but I want to remind you, you do not have to be Jewish in order to practice with Chamuel. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Or in order to work with him. He will help you overcome depression, create inner peace, improve relationships, period. Forgive others and yourself, period. Find true love, period. Love and accept yourself and establish a career. Absolutely. In order to invoke him, you can call upon Chamuel for matters of the heart. Boom. Both big and small. Imagine yourself bathed in a bright pink light. Open your heart and allow him to guide your thoughts and feelings. Write your hopes, dreams, and desires on pieces of paper. Light a pink candle and then burn them. Watch the smoke rise, knowing your requests will be willingly granted. Here's some information about them. Chamuel encourages open-mindedness and reminds us that we must love ourselves first if we want to love others. Snaps, okay? And here's what I will say about that, because I have my opinions on that. I hear that all the time, like you have to love yourself before you can love somebody else. Here is what I will say. I do not fully believe that is true, because when I was like really not in love with myself, I loved a lot of other people really hard. But here is how I take that. Before you can fully, like, truly, how do I even word this? I don't know how I literally had it just in my head. I do believe that you can love other people when you do not love yourself, but I also think that you can, when you love yourself fully, you allow yourself to receive love fully, right? You allow yourself to fully receive it. Because imagine, like, I'll give you my experience. When I was really not comfortable with who I was, but I was like super in love with my now wife, she loved me so hard, but I didn't receive it. I never received it. I never believed her. I didn't listen to her. I took all of her compliments with a grain of salt, not because of anything she did, but because I was struggling with my own beliefs in myself. So I do believe you can love others while you don't love yourself, but I believe it's so much harder to receive the love when you do not have that relationship with yourself. He'll help you release judgmental attitudes. He will help you use your shortcomings as an opportunity to connect with your spirit rather than carry them as a burden. Absolutely. Angel number 222, period. When you call upon him, you may see a ray of pink light. Chamuel will help you develop compassion, improve your ability to communicate, balance your life, and understand the value of helping others. When you feel lost or overwhelmed, call upon him. Chamuel will help you heal family dysfunctions and overcome grief. He assists with love, relationships, creativity, and spirituality. He helps to improve existing relationships and will help you find your soulmate. He will also assist you in building a strong, long-lasting foundation for your relationships and your career. When Chamuel is around, you will feel a warm, tingling sensation in your body. He will hold you open. He will help you open your heart and forgive after a bitter divorce or the tragic death of a loved one. Wow, okay, what a beautiful archangel to work with. What a powerful archangel to end off our reading here today. Pile number 3, I hope this resonated with you. If it did, please leave a comment down below and let me know. Commenting and subscribing and giving a thumbs up really helps my channel grow, so if you'd like to contribute in that way, I would greatly appreciate it. And again, maybe comment on other people who also chose pile number 3 and start to kind of build connections that way if you would like to. I wanted to remind y'all that I do have a Patreon, which is Lives Light. I do offer private readings at www.marinastarot.com, and on this channel I do accept both tips and donations that are never required nor expected, just received with so much joy, love, and gratitude at Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. Thank you so much to everybody who has left me a tip or donation. It does not go unnoticed and it does not go unappreciated. Honestly, it means the world to me, so thank you so much. I also wanted to let y'all know that I did go ahead and reopen up my Amazon wishlist for you. I don't know why I did this because I'm not typing it here. Anyways, I'll just do this anyways. I did open up my Amazon wish list if you're wanting to check it out. All of my information, all of my links are going to be either in my description or in the pinned comment of this video. They're going to be in both. I don't know why I said either. They're going to be in both, whichever one resonates with you more. Definitely go ahead and check them out there. And I love you. I adore you. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with me for this reading. I really hope this brought you any kind of peace and clarity you were hoping to gain from today. And just thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. And thank you for letting me do a reading for you. Always remember to show where there's love, show your light, and I will see, show where there's love, show your light, oh my god, I can't remember what I used to say. Always remember to show where there's love, show your light, and shine so bright. I will see you, cutie patooties, for my next video. Bye!